particles like interacting like instantly without limit. It's pretty much a simulation thing, regardless of distance, because distance is all fake then in the simulation. So
Yeah, I think that a simulated hive mind of a collective practicality consciousness could, in turn, experience its own self within infinite versions of all possible realities, of all possible timelines, of all possible universes.
yeah, uh, yeah, perhaps that's has to do with the string theory and stuff too, right? All these different.
Yeah, it's more point line postulate theory, where like each higher dimension is orthogonal to the previous one, meaning at like a right angle in like a sense. But I mean, quantum mechanics tells us that particles already receive their signal on opposite sides of the universe when they fluctuate. So like that suggests that it's programmed in a sense. Quantum tunneling is another effect, but doesn't quantum tunneling is a whole different thing. It's kind of advanced.
Yeah, and these particles interacting with each other, and then the way they interact changes when you observe it.
Yeah, the photon slit experiment. However, I'm wondering in that experiment, how could they actually not observe it and record it? Like, cause if you're recording it, aren't you observing it?
Yeah, but if you are then recording it slash observing it, then yeah, the movement is already different than it should be. That is also a very weird thing. But of course, yeah, you're inputting some kind of energy, or you're taking some kind of energy out uh, to observe it. Uh, I don't know. It is.
Yeah,
I
well,
never
I mean,
understood that concept.
think of it like waves. Like, if you could see an atom and you were looking at it in like the air in front of you, like you would like there would be like these like weird like waves coming off of it. Like whenever you look at it, these waves are coming off. But then, as soon as you turn away, like those waves would just not be there anymore. They're just like looking at the atom like activates it in a fluctuation sense, and that's how entropy plays in a little bit because like it's a statistical order. It's a hierarchy in a sense of like a quantum particulate condensation.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that video of that spirit going out of that guy into another guy.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Ugh,
Yeah, I finally found it. I scrolled far enough on my Facebook to find it.
that took a while. I don't know. It's like scrolling for hours or something.
I I quit every now and then. Stop scrolling, but I just every now and then I'll go there and scroll. But I posted it there. You see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You can turn the sound down. There's no one talking, just some weird, shitty music. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's screwed up, man.
So I can't explain that whole ghost stuff. Well, there are some people who are obviously talking about that because they want to benefit from it, like money
Yeah,
and stuff. But there are so
get
many
fame or
reports
some
about it.
bullshit. Yeah, most of the people it gets on TV and talks about it, they're just wanting fame.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
that's what I
I
also
mean, there's
discussed with
whistleblowers who
my.
exist. Like, there's definitely whistleblowers who have like been
Yeah,
assassinated, like Philip Schneider, and
yeah,
like other ones. But
yeah.
usually
Some
they're
guy
old
that
and they're gonna die anyway, and they just release the information because they don't give a fuck. But
Because they're on their
he
deathbed,
died.
pretty much.
He died in weird ways too. That Phil Snyder.
yeah, there was that's the Area 51 bases. They dug into the upper mantle of the Earth's crust to try to build underground bases, and they came in contact with a sentient, like humanoid type species that was like semi-advanced, and they weren't like advanced like us civilly, but they could like harness energy and they could like shoot like energy through like their chest and hands, and apparently it took like 50 government agents to like kill one.
Is that the guy? It was talking about that. He lost his hand.
Yeah,
They
he
ate his
lost his
hand.
finger because they shot it off.
Yeah, this finger. Yeah,
Operation Hijack.
Yeah, so I
yeah.
never took him
Seen that
serious.
video.
That guy.
That goes
I
into the
never took
Hollow
him
Earth
serious.
theory too. That like there's a whole like secret civilization like inside the Earth that like people don't even fucking know about.
That's probably
Yeah.
why you hear earthquakes.
Yeah,
maybe.
what if there's a whole advanced thing inside the Earth that everyone thinks it's like, oh, that's the core and the crust, and there's nothing there. But what if there's like a bunch of shit there that's like way more advanced than us?
Well, if you argue that humans or that some other race exists here before us, and there was maybe some disaster that maybe they actually saw this coming, that they would have built cities below the ground, like we have like bunkers,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, fuck the flat Earth theory. Like that's stupid. Like people should want to like focus on like the
Yeah.
hollow Earth theory and like try to go
Hmm.
inside the Earth instead of trying to think it's like some cardboard box in like fucking space.
Yeah.
I like that one much more too, especially like with all Admiral Byrd and stuff, all these stories.
There's something
Yeah,
down
Operation
there. There
Hijack.
definitely is.
That's what it was.
And they're hiding all this technology, and they probably got so much technology under the earth, and when it's like outdated and it's in their museums, they're like, well, let's put it on Earth on top and let them play with it. I wouldn't be surprised.
They
Mm.
we lost all the aircraft and sent an aircraft carrier up there to begin with on an Arctic expedition of exploration.
Yeah, I know that I have about a high jump thing.
Is that
Just
what the ship
it's
that got
very interesting.
teleported?
No, that was an experiment, or they say it
That's
was
the
of our own
Philadelphia.
Oh,
technology.
it's the Philadelphia experiment. What's Operation High Jump? What is this?
This is that Hollow Earth one we sent a whole fleet up there to explore apparently, and it came back damaged, loss of lives and loss of aircraft.
Was that in the 50s?
No, that was 47, a year after World War II.
Yeah.
Also, it's in
4,700
the
people? Jesus.
and
Wow.
it's in the same area where Shangri-La is, which is the Nazi expedition that went up there beforehand, before World War II started.
Yeah, so the SS did send a message to Hitler that they actually built Shangri-La. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
under the ice. The whole city under the
Wait,
ice.
so
And
who are these people in Antarctica? Like what alien faction are they?
well, the Legionist is underground people, but not necessarily are even from Earth. I mean, who can say? There's all kinds of different conspiracy theories on this one. But even the crew say that they were attacked by UFOs.
Yeah, there's something in
Mm.
Antarctica. There's like, cause like Obama went there too. Like, there's a hole there, and in that hole there's certain like rifts and like dimensional like planes that like people don't understand yet, and like that leaks out sometimes, and when that leaks out, it just like goes everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
probably
there
what
was
it is.
allegedly a race of people that were pretty much human but immortal, and they are the ones who gave the Nazis all their technology. But the alleged myth also says that they didn't give it to them to make war everywhere, but they ended up making war
So
everywhere.
sounds like Anunnaki then.
Yeah, could be,
Maybe.
but it's just how it goes with the story.
It's interesting.
There's no way to prove it. Prove it.
Good resource, Tacitus.
Yeah, one like alien uh, uh faction I've seen on the internet. It actually looks legit. Is the like uh those retarded looking people? They all look the same, and they're I don't know what they call the group of people, but uh they came they live like in caves and shit, and they come out and they breed with humans, and they
What
end
the
up
fuck?
looking retarded looking.
What are these, the fucking
Like
like
Beowulf,
Bigfoot people or some shit? Like
No, they're some type of
Grendel.
alien race. But
Mongolian?
when they breed with humans, their their kids are retarded looking, and they got that Down syndrome look to them.
So you're saying Down syndrome is caused by alien interbreeding?
Apparently, no, the aliens breed with humans, and their offspring is with Down syndrome.
I mean, the extra chromosome would like correlate because like no one really understands how that chromosome like forms or comes. So like yeah, if
I
there's
never thought about that one.
that's
And they
actually
all
interesting.
Seriously.
That's very interesting.
you look at those people with Down syndrome. They all look the same.
They really do.
Mhm.
We
Yeah,
know
Yeah,
that
them,
is
our
true.
Centrality Lord, Nibiru 5 Septoid Man.
they could be Asian, they could be African, but they all have the
That's
same
true.
facial shape.
That is
That
weird.
is interesting. That is they come from someone, probably some like alien gray or some shit.
But those aliens, they live in caves, and they come out and they breed with humans, and their offspring
Fucking
are
caves.
retarded.
Like,
Yeah, they
what
live in
caves,
caves.
dude? Where do these caves exist? Dude? I want to go to these caves.
But are they just like caves, like below ground, or are they like leading, like underground or something?
Greenland
And
and Canada and all that northern area has great extensive cave network.
It
and
makes
like
sense.
coal
It's all coming
mines,
from that upper fucking area.
and some of those aliens, they don't look like they have Down syndrome. They look kind of like normal human beings,
What?
and they're probably most of them are probably these people that work in these coal mines, and they're if their kids got like a guy works in a coal mine, and his one of the kids got Down syndrome, he's an alien of some race.
It's actually a
Shit.
non-human being, a non-terrestrial officer.
But
That's
they
also
mostly live
interesting.
in
Then to hear.
caves. And those people that work in like coal mines, they pretty much live underground like all day long.
It's fucked.
Like half of their life is working in the coal mines, so they pretty much live underground.
So that non-terrestrial officer that comes from Solo, right? From Guy McKinnon,
That
the
comes from
hacker.
the secret space fleet theory that like there's like a 8 like cigar-shaped ships that like is operated by NASA, and they have like alien like operators on it and shit, and they can like they're much more advanced than conventional rockets and like conventional spacecraft.
That's what the shaped ones that attacked them in Operation Hijack were cigar shaped.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Those are actually
I
operated
just
in our own government. They're just at a very high up like secret sector.
yeah. So it was also Gary McKinnon, that hacker. He hacked into NASA, and he also came up with that extra with that non-terrestrial officer
Yeah,
story.
they have.
Oh yeah,
They basically when Roswell happened, there was one survivor. His name was J. They nicknamed him J Rod, and like he could neuropathically communicate with like the people. And he said he was like from like an alternate reality where like there was a nuclear event on Earth, and like half the humans went to Mars and half of them went to the moon, and like he's like the outcome of like the evolution of that. And he was like looked like an alien gray kind of, and he was
Mm.
saying like yeah, so like that, and then they kept him there basically.
Shit, I would not be what to send to the moon in those times. It's fucked up.
I think the alien greys though, I think they're synthetic. I think they're like robots. That's what I've heard, that like the alien greys are like not like organic. They're just like drones or like androids sent from like a faraway planet.
that's interesting. But you would
Okay,
think they'd
well,
be bigger and powerful, or but not necessarily.
No, they're small. Most alien gray. I mean, also the tall greys, but the regular alien greys are pretty small. I can
That's
link a
Like
what I
four
mean.
picture.
foot.
I can link a picture of it.
They're like 4 to a meter tall.
well,
Yeah.
they would look like how a natural evolution of humans would look like if we would like live for hundred thousands of years. But yeah, you're talking about if you're a if you're a race living in space, like traveling on like planetary-sized ships and stuff, and you wouldn't get any sunlight. You have this white skin, for example,
Yeah.
and
Oh, that's very true.
This is the best image of the alien gray that was pretty much leaked like and not declassified.
yeah, and also
Hey,
yeah,
that's my
if you,
neighbor.
Dude, that thing looks like it's been places though. It looks like it can like go in a spaceship and travel for like a mad long time and be like fine with it.
And they supposedly they lived for like hundreds of years. Like in
Yeah.
a Bible, people lived for hundreds of years in a Bible.
Yeah, we just
Mhm.
die because we have a gene that tells us to decay and die. That's it.
Oh, it's because our DNA replication eventually becomes worse over time, and then the telomeres on our
Yeah.
DNA are degraded, and it makes it worse. Technically, they've already halted that in mice and certain other organisms in test trials. And
Exactly. It's
I've heard
one. It's a
I've
gene
heard
that
theories also that in the richest version of people that live on this earth today, they can pay $100,000 for a pill that's combined with that type of like space organism that can like regenerate itself, and then like they like it like makes their DNA repair a lot better.
Humans have a few other problems that, we have problems with vitamin C, for example. It's actually healthy for us,
Yeah.
and we can only like absorb like a certain amount of it, and we can't create it with our own body, but it is actually healthy for
That's
us.
why I drink orange
Yeah.
That's
juice.
also
It's best to squeeze your own orange juice because the orange juice you buy in the stores, the store is pretty much like over a year old, and they put all those artificial flavors in it and stuff.
And
Those
preservatives.
yeah, preservatives and all that
Uh,
shit.
yeah,
Because that wants to turn into liquor on its own real quick. Orange juice.
I'm not gonna squeeze my own oranges. I'm gonna have to make with what I got in the modern day post-industrialized society.
Well,
you
it's a
guys know
whole.
about
It
the
tastes a
cancer
whole lot better.
treatments.
I'm sure
You
it
guys
does.
know?
No, I'm sure it
It's hard to
does.
see.
I'm just saying
You
I don't.
can't
I think
call
regular
it.
orange juice like has like probably 75% of the nutrients is like squeezed orange juice. Just like a, it's probably a small differential amount, and like it might not have as many like synthetic things in it. Yeah, but like
And it tastes fresher too.
I'm
It
sure.
does
Yeah.
taste better.
I
That's
mean,
like 100%
dude, if you
agreeable.
get eggs from actual chickens that you raise, they taste way better than eggs from the fucking
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true
and the
too. See how
color,
that works?
the color's like real
Okay.
orange. And the ones in the stores like real yellow.
It's because
Yeah.
they're industrialized. Like they're in like factories all the time, and it's like not as
Yeah.
like good for their like being and their energy. It like degrades it, and then like that like
Yeah. And
makes
they
it
don't get no
result in the
sunlight.
food.
Yeah, yeah.
They they
That's
don't
right.
have no
Those eggs
sunlight
would
or
never
nothing.
be able to mature on their own.
Yeah, it is kind of fucked up how they mass industrialize like food products and shit. Yeah, it
Yeah.
becomes like, all right, this is
They
like the
waste so
corporate
much.
slob. Eat the corporate slob, or like you can go fucking find it yourself in the woods.
But the good point is too is none of those people that you just mentioned paying $100,000, they buy and eat nothing from Walmart or any
Oh,
kind of
oh
or
yeah,
store.
definitely. I know they have a private like outsourced farms and shit, and they have like private chefs
Yeah,
and shit. Like they, I mean, wouldn't you though if you had that much money? Like you wouldn't fucking shop with the peasants at Walmart and fucking Stop and Shop and whatever, dude. You go to fucking, you get the best level shit you can.
yeah. Well, that's double standard.
I mean, it just comes down to the level of life you're on. Some people who have a lot more money, it multiplies like their like perceptual levels of what they can do because of that.
Okay, so but most people these days die from cancer, right? Uh,
Actually, let me look it up. What's the number one leading cause of death
Yeah.
on planet Earth?
it's a
Yeah.
heart
Cancer
disease,
and
isn't
car
it?
accidents.
No, it's heart disease is number
Good.
two,
What is the
cancer is
number one
number one.
cause of death? For more than a decade, heart disease and cancer have claimed the first and second spots, respectively. Excuse me, as the leading causes of death in America.
Okay, so
Oh, in the world.
I was talking about the vitamin C, but a human body can only take like 1 grams of vitamin C at a time, and the rest won't be absorbed by your body. But there are injections you can take for vitamin C, and 100 to 150 grams directly into your bloodstream kills all tumors.
Really?
And it is yeah, you can actually find it, and you find the the American government research on it even. It's all officially on government sites, but it's not being used right now. But uh, there are people who take these treatments in Iceland, and they are all European elite who take these treatments in Iceland.
No.
And
There's too much money in cancer. They're making a killing literally.
so it
Cancer.
works exactly the same as a chemo cure, except it doesn't have the negative side effects.
No.
What would happen if you don't have cancer and you take that? Would there be any other effect?
You just be more healthier. You live longer.
The only thing they said is that you can't have kidney problems, for example, because it can't process so
Yeah,
much. But
vitamin C doesn't process well in the kidneys. I mean that sounds interesting. Like, is there any like conclusive studies or like actual documented papers to like prove that?
yeah, I'm going to post something.
Because if so, I definitely take a read.
Yeah, because the first results of this investigation were published in the magazine Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in America.
Let me look at it. I'll find it. Vitamin C injection cures tumor. The first study tested vitamin C as a treatment in mice with blood cancer and found that injecting high doses of vitamin C slowed down the progression of the disease. Some studies have suggested that vitamin C may help alleviate some of the side effects of cancer treatment. Basically, yeah, there were mice. They had blood cancer, and they injected it into them, and it like slowed down. It
I'll be
slowed
back
down.
in a second.
It slowed down the progression of the disease, apparently.
Yeah, blood cancer. I've read only about the tumors and that it can kill tumors from the inside. I don't know
Hydrogen
about
is,
blood cancer. That is leukemia, right? I
yeah.
don't know about that. What?
No, it says they did it in mice and like it like slowed it down. That's what the study said, but um, yeah, I mean it's still like very experimental. Like they don't know. There's no conclusive evidence yet, but I'm sure like it does something.
Some private clinics, they're already using these things, of course. So um, there is long ago there was this guy, Linus Pauling, right? He won a Nobel Prize in chemistry. He actually used vitamin C in his cancer treatments too. He claims he had a test group. It was only like 28 people, so it was never accepted as a big as a scientific fact. It was too
Yeah.
few people, but he had only
Mm.
28 people in his institute, and he cured them from cancer. And his theory was for every sickness that you could pretty much cure people if you kept their vitamins and their minerals and stuff on the normal level each day. And next to that, he also inserted like huge amounts of vitamin C into them. So this guy himself, he cured himself from cancer too, or at least he claims. But he had like prostate cancer from a low age already, and he died at like 96 or something.
Wow.
And he won he's one of the few people who won two Nobel prizes in science. And
Yeah.
So,
he
wow,
was, yeah,
96. He pretty much died of old age.
he eventually did die from cancer, by the way. He
Yeah.
was 96. And he said, and that's what they always used against him to discredit him at the end, that he actually died from cancer himself. But he always, uh, when he got cancer at like a high age, he actually always said, like, if I hadn't used my therapy, I would have died at the age of 60. He said,
His tube
Yeah, I've seen a
therapy.
guy. He's over 100 years old and he smokes a cigar every day. He smokes cigars all day long, and
Genetic,
he's over.
really, if you're gonna get that shit, it's how like resistant your DNA is to like fucking up or like making an error or like eroding. That's pretty much it. Like you could also look at your family history as well as like a good significant like factor in
Yep,
getting it. Like, or
yep,
if you really want to be like all like elitist and shit, you can take a DNA test, and then that will tell you basically everything you need to know.
yeah. Those elite, they go and take babies and eat something on them
However,
and
I
live
believe
longer. Some
that
shit like that. Fucked up.
it is totally possible to heal all possible wrongs of the body with meditation, and not any type of meditation. Certain types of kundalini that I've actually done myself, and I've healed my body from. Because the pharmaceutical industry is simply just a way of making money off what they created. These diseases were
Yep,
created in the CDC.
yep. By the pharmaceutical companies
So,
and all the medicine and the stuff they give you, they just make you even worse, make you more sick
I
than you
mean,
were.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I believe vaccines actually have some benefit, but I wouldn't like suggest getting like a flu shot every fucking year
Yeah,
because some of that stuff's bad.
yeah.
I do agree with you, Dash, that meditation can help a lot, and that is because many diseases are stress related, and your
Yep,
digestive system also reacts to your stress, and the
yep,
digestive system is a huge cause for many illnesses, including cancer too, because certain vitamins get processed not enough, not well enough, and stuff. So meditation and killing all your stress would definitely help, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, stress is like a number one killer. Like, it definitely shortens your lifespan. I mean, exercise too, like getting like good amounts of exercise per week, like is shown to like make cell life like younger. So like prevents that stuff from happening. Basically, what my friend told me the other day, because his wife's like in medical school and shit, he's like, the more calories you intake, the more you have to like expel. If you're not expelling that shit, then like it's gonna cause harm to your body.
All relative to your metabolism too.
Well, yeah, your metabolism burns calories at rest. You're right. But like if you're
Which
like
is actually bad in like the old hunter-gatherer days. For me, I'd have to eat 3 times the amount of calories to survive. But in today's modern fat, calorie-ridden food, it works perfect for me.
yeah, I have a pretty fast metabolism too, so it's like I don't really mind it. But I mean,
But
diabetes is like
imagine,
a big thing too that a lot of people have.
No.
That's like
yeah,
that
Well,
at its worst stage that can cause necrosis, and like necrosis is a very scary thing. If you ever want to look at a picture of that, it's fucked.
yeah, the food like McDonald's, like breakfast food, it's got so much like calories in it or something, and that's more than what you need in one day.
Oh
and
yeah,
trans fats are still in those things too.
yeah, dude, trans
That's why so
fats are
many people
fucking
are so
terrible, dude.
obese.
Like it's like synthetic fucking bile from like a corporate fucking grinder.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wouldn't eat at McDonald's or any fast food restaurants. Every now and then I might get a pizza, but every time I eat a pizza from Little Caesars, I get heartburn.
Yeah, you eat what you want at the end of the day. I mean, we're all gonna die anyway at some point, so it's not like
yeah, I eat every now and then. When I was a teenager, I disproved Supersize Me. I fucking ate McDonald's straight for a month until it makes it point to the relative of your metabolism. I didn't get sick and I didn't gain a pound, but I was, me and working very hard work at the time.
well, you're burning the calories. That's why I said if you expel it, you can eat whatever you
Yeah.
want.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like McDonald's, like hamburgers. They're shit. I rather go to the grocery store and buy some meat and fry it in a iron
It's all
skillet.
right. I mean, a Big Mac or a Whopper I'll have like every once in a while, just to like treat myself. But yeah, I'd rather have Five Guys or like a better burger that's more real.
Right now.
But I
I'll be
mean,
back in a
all
minute.
American food in general is like pretty like high in like fats and grease and shit. Like it's not healthy. Like if you really want to eat healthy, you gotta cook your own shit
Yeah, yeah, you do.
or like go to restaurants every day and fucking waste all your money.
And you just notice that it's designed and it's for people with money. Even if you want to buy organic, if it is actually organic or not, it still costs more by twice the amount almost for some things, especially vegetables. They're like twice the amount than non-organic than GMO vegetables.
Yeah, man, it costs more to live longer. That's the nature of the game nowadays. That's because there's so many humans on the planet. That's what it became. Like,
Well, that's all relative, man. The curvature of the Earth of our population sustainability is not. It's it's relative to our leadership and what they do.
yeah, what they're trying to do is they're trying to have the rich live off planet and then have the poorer classes just suffer on Earth when it's all fucked up.
Like that movie.
District 9.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
yeah. I
that
was thinking
movie, dude.
lithium.
Oh, Elysium. Yeah, Elysium. That was it.
Yeah, that's true. I got I before that whole little fucking drama fest down there happened. I have established a pretty successful for Facebook Aeon group, and
Yeah.
the point of it is too. I mean, you got to work with what in your confines, and Facebook is harder to work with. So I have a lot of people that want to get off of it and go to a server, but I'm not taking them to that server. And I was going to make a new one, and you definitely seem like one that should be in charge over there with helping out, helping bringing people to the light of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I can help out.
Yeah, you're down.
I've been modding the other one for a while and it's been boring as fuck, dude. I want some more shit to do. You know, I want more like they didn't give me admin in that one, even though I asked the owner. I'm like mad times, like, dude, like, why don't you give me admin? Like, what's the deal? And he's like,
I
don't know.
remember.
He's like,
I
I don't know.
remember he's gone. Him being gone, and well, that proved too that the real Aeon message from 2000 when he first came out has been replaced in around 2015.
Yeah.
There's a GoFundMe page established in 2015 by him to for money, asking for money,
Yeah.
And obviously his behavior totally changed. His content totally changed.
No, I believe he was a CIA agent because I heard from some
Yeah.
people that I know that a lot of the top-ranking ANOM members were ghosted by the CIA like a few years ago.
Yeah. And he was only just an avid, strong supporter of it. He believed that the original one, to get the word out there, it's going to need, we need to get onto the mass media level and get the word out there.
No, I
And
mean,
then all of a
I have a
sudden,
YouTube channel that like, honestly, like, that I'm doing like podcasts with it, but I'm not just doing podcasts with, like, I'm doing other stuff with it too. That like I want to do like shit like this, like talk about like interesting stuff about the world, and fucking just like get it going. Like, you guys down for that?
that's what Mark does here. They got a whole thing, and this is the Aeon Bites Back crew here podcast. Well, they do YouTube videos.
Oh, word.
I'm Mark. He probably, I don't know. Oh, there he is. You tell him,
Yeah,
Mark.
this service kind of for that whole stop actor thing, right? But we do other
Yeah.
stuff too, yeah, for sure.
I mean, you guys are on a YouTube video right now.
Are we?
But I mean, during your normal non-active stuff, is Aeon Bites Back, right?
Are we live right now?
Oh, I was gonna join another server and do a video, but I saw you guys here and I just had my shit recording, so I was like, fuck it, let's see what it does.
Oh, whatever, I don't mind.
I mean, that's, if you guys are cool with it, yeah.
Sure. So we live?
It's not live, it's like a,
It's
just a
like a
YouTube
cat
video.
podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a YouTube video. It's not, I'm not live right now. I do stream too, but I'm not streaming right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely. We even whatever we can do on the Aeon. It's called the Aeon Press. It's the group, so it's kind of sort of replacing the Aeon Message, which is obviously fallen. And I was going to actually just merge them, and that's that was when I started questioning Intel, what the fuck's going on here. He did never want a part of it. Week in and week out, he does not want to discuss it or anything to do with it. He just wants that little fucking fest he's got going on down there. He did not want to do with anything real Aeon.
I don't know. Intel's kind of doing his own thing. I think he works a lot.
Well, he's also in charge of the two admins that don't listen to anything, and
He's not admin anymore. He left. He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, he quit it, but he still has direct control. I'm telling you, firsthand experience with whatever he doesn't. He realized he can sit behind the scenes and go. Adderall is the guy to blame for everything when it comes to that, and he's the one, and he just takes direct orders from Intel.
Dude, Adderall's on one, dude. I have Adderall. I've talked to Adderall many times, and that kid's nuts.
Exactly, except he shows unfucking movable loyalty to Intel.
Dude, I don't understand why the guy gave fucking Adderall and like Light Sword and all those kids admin, but he didn't give
He was
like me.
retarded.
Yeah,
I got the conversation. You were in it, and then you left halfway through it. I said I'd still hear it, still on my fucking messages.
Yeah, dude, that guy like didn't know what he was doing. Dude, when you remember when it first started, there was like another guy. There was another guy who was an admin.
Gee, he's still around. He's anonymous official.
Yeah, what happened to him? Is he still?
He doesn't. He's the one who was in control of the YouTube account now.
Is he still in control of Discord?
Yeah, he's there is no owner. You can't. Back then, they just recently set up. You can transfer ownership. So I don't know if it's done or he just has the Aeon messages.
Yeah, we should get him in here, dude. We should get him to talk, dude. That guy probably has a lot of cool shit to say.
Anonymous official?
Everyone hates that guy.
No,
Everybody
G.
hates-
No,
yeah.
G.
Yeah, gee, that's anonymous official.
Oh, that's not the Anon
Bol-
message though.
Bolson was the only other guy that was. He was a tech mod had power for the admin position when it even existed back then, and he was interesting. But there's just non-stop drama fest going on. He's apparently cyber stalking a commander girl person who's everywhere, and she outed him as some kind of skinnery goof guy, and yeah, so he's got a bad name now apparently.
Oh, it happens. People fuck up. He's talking in there right now. Or no, earlier today.
Bolson?
No, Intel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Intel's that he runs the show down there. It's all about glorifying him, man. What it is. That's why I can't bring the press people to there. I got them all on hold. It just keeps growing a lineup. They want to get out. They want to Discord server.
Well, no, the server
And
died. Yeah, the server fucking died, dude. Like, there's.
yeah, for a reason. It died because for a reason, man. Because Intel took control of it. If you noticed, if you look at that and all the fucking history logs, all he does is play this weird alpha role in front of everybody.
No, I do notice
And
that. Yeah.
well, yeah, and then scoops up like tries to flirt with every single girl that goes in there. That's all
Oh,
it is
yeah.
about for him. He doesn't mention anything about fucking anything to do with besides hacking the odd bit. That's it. He doesn't do any enlightenment.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I tried to run it past him one day, and he wasn't really. I mean, he was like, "Oh, dude, I gotta go. Like, I'll see you in like a little bit."
Yeah, every time. That's every fucking time for 2 years now.
Yeah, some people aren't about it, but whatever, you know. Just move on from it. Fuck it. He's gonna do it.
Oh
anyway.
yeah, that's yeah. I ain't too worried about that. Other than it's a scrap now. It's useless, so it won't be able to synergize. All of the work the Aeon Message has done, especially the original
No,
one.
I know what you're saying. When it first started, it used to be really cool. There was all like hidden people in there. Like there was like people cool, like fucking like Anon like things and shit. Like people were actually
It had
on
about
one.
10,000 people in it at one point until fucking he kicked them all out. Intel kicked them out as an admin.
Oh, that's what happened. Wow, I know there were
Yeah,
thousands.
don't you remember?
Dude.
There was 10,000 users in that server.
Dude, that's fucked, dude.
Yeah, because Aeon Message made a link in his most popular video, which has 8.7 million, or 7.8 million views right now.
That's fucked. Yeah, dude, that shit. The whole server got popped, dude. Yeah, it happened.
And these
Yeah,
guys are
I
not
think
doing
it's-
anything for save your internet or anything. They're not interested in the internet.
Well, I have on my Facebook group, and it's getting. I mean, it's just starting, and we reach 24,000 or not. We get 24,000 views of our stuff a week, but that's from the same sort of group of about 5,000 people, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Sharing your posts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably sharing some of your posts.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, it's a good little group. It's growing decent rate, you know, and more importantly, all of that is how many actually want to be Aeons out of it.
What Discord are you talking about? This Discord we're in right now? Or are you talking about different Discord?
I'm talking about a Facebook group that I've made on Facebook that I've set up. That is going. The point of it is to get them onto Discord.
Send us a link to it.
Okay.
Send us
yeah,
a
I
link
can
to
do
the Facebook. Yeah. Did you guys know if you silver jewelry, it kind of helps your like immune system?
If you what?
Wear silver jewelry.
Is that placebo or is that real?
It's proven pretty much.
I believe it. I mean,
How
the
would the
royalty
element of
used to
silver
be
like
gold for a reason.
how would that enhance like your body? Like how would the atoms and like the different isotopes in the fucking element itself like help the cells in your body?
It like keeps you from getting sick and stuff like that.
I know with the gold, which silver is very much like, it's because it's so conductive of a material with energy. It helps. You don't lose any through empathy.
Is silver good for your immune system? Manufacturers of colloidal silver products often claim
Yep.
that they are cure-alls, boosting your immune system.
Yeah, that too. But just wearing silver, it helps too. I'll probably wear a few ounces.
Look, Hellforge is giving me grief too. What the fuck? Everybody loves Aeon, I swear to God. Or not Aeon. I don't understand that. Everybody just is like, oh no, he's fucking a great dude.
Biggest risk associated with chronic exposure to colloidal silver is argyria.
Yeah, it's the blue skin stuff. That's what I said. You start looking like a Smurf.
My skin hasn't turned blue.
I mean that
Just my veins.
That's if you're
It's
wearing
always
it,
been
that's
blue.
not gonna happen. But if you ingest it, or if you were in like a
Yeah.
manufacturing factory and a bunch of silver dust like went in your lungs, like you'd be poisoned. Like the toxicity, silver's toxic.
Well, if you take too much of it, it will be.
Like
It's like with anything.
the elements in your body are the elements that need to be in there. Any other external element you're trying to put in, most likely isn't gonna do anything. Unless you have like advanced nanotechnology that can like shoot at cancer cells or some shit.
Yeah.
It's there at the bottom or wherever on the screen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
The Anon Press. Let's see
Yeah, I haven't
here.
seen this one yet.
What do we got here? We got we actually have 1,000 people who like it. Nice, I like it. This is cool.
Thanks. Yeah, and I'm finding I gotta get more of the invites out there. So I'm getting more than the 1,200 there views worth like on the content. It's people are watching what their friends are watching. So I need to be more on it and get the invites out to them because I can see who they are on my analytics. So I can send an invite to say, do you want to like this page?
You got the YouTube channel too. Subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really done anything. And I got the Discord server all on for now until I figure out. And you know what's going on with me.
Yeah, I know.
I got fucking Intel doxing me, and for make believe reasons that he's is making up.
You got that big YouTube channel of the Anon Press?
It's not that big. No, it's not as nearly as big as the big ones, man. Like Aeon Message was massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They had like they had like 100, 300,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I send you a thumbs up on your Facebook thing.
Awesome. But
Seen
they
it.
do. Yeah, thanks, man. We're trying to get it going. That's what it's about. That's why I'm on there. I don't care about the heat from the government on it. Very little. As a result, though, too, I have to work within the confines, so I use a lot of mainstream media posts.
Yeah. For they don't get rid of your account.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta watch what you say on on videos and shit, and they'll just block it.
Yeah, they do. Mostly it gets cited for fake news, even though it's not.
Yeah, especially like on YouTube, if you say the wrong thing, it goes to the video, then it listens for keywords, and it ban your video or whatever
Yeah.
if it got a
It will
keyword in the
demonetize
title.
it basically. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, even if it's demonetized, though, I seen the fake news thing is what they'll cite it. They'll say you're trying to cause a ruckus with fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's the
Oh,
Orwellian
yeah.
way to eliminate free speech and eliminate intellectual people, and then create
Yep.
a subclass of fucking dormant workers, submissive workers. I mean.
Yeah, it's pretty much there.
These YouTubers that makes a living off of YouTube, it's got big channels. They gotta watch what they say.
Yeah, Big Brother's watching the
They-
fucking the eagle eyes watching.
Yep. Like that Wrangler star, if you ever watched him, he says he has to watch what he says. Talk about guns and stuff, or he can't even talk about like politics or anything, because they had to demonetize the videos, because he makes a living off of there. It's screwed up.
I got a bunch too many Facebook accounts. What did I like it as? I do.
I had two, and I only used one because I lost my
Well, I did this one just a little while ago because I seen in the news that Facebook is trying to make it mandatory for a picture ID to make an account with them. That's that's a directive from their executive leadership that they have. And sure enough, it's not there yet. But what is there right now is if you forget your password enough times, or make a fake looking account, which is what I did, they'll instantly ask for ID and lock down the account. You cannot access it at all without giving them a picture of government ID.
Wow.
Some Illuminati shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got the picture of it. I hot channel, and the hot link takes you to, unless you're logged into the account that's banned, to a different page.
Now, this is all basic stuff, my friend. The first step is you will get asked for a government idea, and then when you get killed again, they will ask you for a government idea, and you have to be holding it on the picture. And then you get killed again, and you have to send them a signed notary letter under perjury or fraud.
Then they put a
This
fucking
is true.
microchip in your hand and say, you're not getting this one out, so it's gonna be there for a while.
There's my Facebook account. Me smoking my handmade pipe. My handmade pipe I made.
Nice.
Sadly, it burned to the side.
So I lost 22 accounts on there. They were all verified with IDs, all other names, and all using other connections and other uplinks. Everything was killed, and it was in 2017, and now I don't make a new one anymore. Okay.
They haven't took mine down yet. I post a lot of anonymous stuff, and they haven't taken it down.
The others manage our pages now. We have like maybe like 70 pages or something, 50
Maybe
groups or something.
maybe they probably have mine set up when I post anonymous things. People and my friends don't see it. They probably have it set up like that.
We use the Milma's March page every time still. It's only during that event. Like I do help them a bit with sharing, but I don't have time anymore for the Facebook stuff because everything we build there gets destroyed by them again whenever they want it. So
Yeah.
I don't care about it. But I think it's a great idea to make a group to actually get people to here to Discord. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, Facebook's got to
tried.
be telling me your stuff is lying, because I see you have 250,000 likes on your page, but the information popping up on me is nobody likes anything of yours on my screen, which is impossible. How could 250,000 people like your page and not like a damn thing on your page? It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Believe in like saints or whatever, and like I don't know, you just like you kind of like pray to the saints. It's like you're asking them for something, and then like your beliefs, you commit a deal with them, and like whatever it is that you want from them, you have to like, they supposedly will tell you somehow that you have to do this, that, or the other thing. Like, I don't know, go out, like, I don't know, fucking drive down to like whatever, somewhere on the coast, or like some fucking weird graveyard or some site or something, and they'll like, do this or that, whatever. Like,
Sounds
and
like
it's
you're
like a whole
schizophrenic.
ritual thing. Nah, bro, it's somebody. You missed like half the conversation, dude.
Nah, I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I believe in more like a 10th dimensional singularity energy of a non-tessellation infinite similarity matrix orthogonality.
Oh shit, that's crazy, bro.
All right, anyway. But yeah, I don't know. She was cool to talk to, basically.
Yeah, I believe that ghosts are just aliens from a higher dimension.
That's crazy, bro.
That's actually nuts, dude.
No, it's true because there's aliens in
Whoa,
Antarctica,
that's
and all the
crazy.
elite people of the world have gone
Holy
to
shit,
Antarctica.
that's
They
insane.
look it up.
Wow.
That's nutty, bro.
It's
Dude,
true,
did
though.
you know that there actually are aliens, dude? Did you know that there's like confirmed like bacteria on other planets? That's crazy.
No, there's more advanced
Yeah,
aliens.
it's my nut. I traveled to another galaxy and put my nut somewhere.
Okay.
Calling
All
you
right, bro.
Cali vegan.
Yeah, I traveled to this like really fucking frozen planet, right? And I nutted like right out of my fucking spacesuit, but like the nut froze, right? Because it's like a frozen planet and shit.
No,
So,
it's a different type of sensation when you're in a different area in the
bro, have you ever
universe.
nutted in a vacuum before, bro? It's fucking weird, bro.
It feels good.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Guys are into some mechophilia shit or some shit. Some mechanized.
What the fuck
I
is that?
put a
Oh, okay.
vacuum
I was
tube
like,
on
huh?
my urethra so it could suck my pee out.
Yeah, I'm a
That's crazy.
quadrisexual omniscient being. I claim to be everything.
That's crazy, bro.
I claim, dude. How do you know all these fucking weird? Are you like making this shit up, bro?
I'm a
Like
time
dead
traveler
ass.
from 2198.
Why do I
You're a
believe you,
Bro.
man? Why do
This
you
is
sound
your
exactly like my friend Sam? Actually, that's really
I'm
weird.
from
Are you
You're
Sam from the year
561 Glees 5478.
Dude, guys, I think this is actually my friend Sam's reincarnation, bro. He's really a time traveler.
I am Sam from the 10th dimension of Absalom Prime, Quintinity, Extraction, Symbiosis, Matrix, Anti-Time, Resonance, Assimilation, 7th
Can you
dimensional plane.
please type that so I can send that to Sam? I am
Why
like
does he
begging
have
you.
the 400?
I'll actually I'll PayPal you $2 so that you can like type that out. Like I'm not even kidding, bro. Please type that out.
What if it's Europe?
I don't care. If this is Europe, he's welcome back, but this is not Europe.
I'll DM it to you.
Okay, perfect, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, no, this guy's been here for a while. I know who I don't know. He's never typed in chat, but I think he streams. You stream or something, right? I don't know, some shit.
I stream and I have a YouTube channel. You guys are on a YouTube channel right now, actually. You're on a YouTube video right now.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, dude. Hi.
Hello. Wait.
You're like, wait, are we though?
Yeah. Is there anything wrong? What do you have fucking performance anxiety or
I'm
something?
gonna sue you.
Nah, she does. She has performance anxiety.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she's got mad issues, bro. You should probably just leave her out, actually.
One time when I was 5 years
Here,
old,
just leave the call.
I peed in my auditorium when I was doing a play.
Really?
No.
Yo, tell me why I would believe you if you said yes. 100%.
Wait,
I kind of believe you even though you said no, in fact.
Wait, I look at my DM and I've sent you something. What?
Yeah, you have. Yeah, we've talked before. I remember you.
Oh shit! I sent you Project Nexus. Holy shit!
Yeah, we had a good conversation. I don't know what that is, but I know we had a good
That was a new
conversation.
form of government that I proposed in a manuscript that I got from some kid who used to work for a government company that he like. We were playing GTA together and he'd always tell me about it. And then one day we got in a big fight and he blocked me, but I remembered everything he said.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Wow, you talk really fast.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is why we had a good conversation before. This probably happened last time. I
I'm
was like, "Who the
just
fuck is
slowly
this guy?" And then like we just talked, and I was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
pretty cool."
you seem kind of familiar. Yeah, I could say like, dude, you guys have a quasi-hyperdimensional tesseract non-baryonic matter orthogonality that coagulates with a tetrahedron of 10th dimensional singularity condensed state.
Are you reading off of something?
No, he's not.
Like, I'm
That's the crazy
genuinely
part. He's really
impressed.
not. I don't think he is. Yeah.
It's just in my mind, really.
Yeah,
You
the
have a
fact that
great
it's just the
mind.
fact that you know the words, though. You know, that's the impressive part.
Hey, you know, you gotta fucking understand what's going on in the universe, you know.
Bro, where the fuck? Man, how much Wikipedia do you read, dog?
It's
No
a little
cap.
bit, only for like factual events I read Wikipedia. Everything else I just use my orb of
That's true.
oculence.
Okay, man, yo, can I get one of those? No cap. How much, bro? What do I have to do?
I
Do I have
have
to like sell my soul or
I have
something?
the only one in this quadrant within 9 on alien miles within the parameters.
Well, that's a long
or
fucking
what
way,
you would
bro.
call-
Holy
what you would
shit.
call your sun.
Yeah, that's insane. Jeez, that's pretty fucking far, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any technology for me to like obtain one outside of this like
I mean, I
system.
could
So
get you one.
know?
You would have to freeze your body in a cryogenic nanoparticulate stasis.
Okay, dude, I'm down, bro. Do you have something I can freeze my body in a
Yeah,
cryogenic nanoparticulate state?
I have a quasi hyperdimensional centrifuge that can fit into a human form if I condense it with strange lit matter corrugated with a galactian crystal. However, that would require the amount.
Bro, this guy lives. This guy lives out an episode of fucking Dungeons and Dragons, bro. Holy shit, you're a legend, man.
No, now,
Yo,
now you're patronizing me.
No, not at all.
Nah, it's not Dungeons and Dragons. It's more sci-fi. If it was Dungeons and Dragons, I'd be like, oh yeah, the throne of Valcor is
Yeah, of
becoming
course.
the
Yeah, some
valley
gay
of
shit. Okay, that's different. Yeah.
potions and fucking
Dude,
miracles.
okay, it's Dungeons and Dragons for like, StarCraft or something, bro. Some shit.
I mean, I'm just speaking future talk that like could exist if like humans were a more advanced like society.
So how did you come up with this persona, bro? How did you do that? Yeah.
Just
When did it form?
it's been me, dude. It's just my experience, my human experience has formed it, dude. Like I've watched a lot of sci-fi.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, when I was young, I used to write stories and shit, and like fucking.
Okay,
show
yeah,
my
that
teacher
makes
in
sense.
class, and she'd be like, "Wow, this is a very good story."
Yo, maybe you should continue then. Jeez, if your teacher's telling you it's good,
Weird.
I'm sure you've shown other people. I'm sure
just
they told you
lazy,
it's good.
though. I mean, writing a book is.
Bro, that's my problem too. No way, ha, brother.
Yeah, man, writing a book with that's a whole achievement in itself, dude. Like.
Yeah, man, I know, dude. My aunt has wrote like 4 books or 5 books or something now, psychology books, and I'm like, dude,
Wow.
what do you do? Like, what do you do all day? Like,
That's what
what
she's
gets
doing
you
all
into the
day right there.
mindset to
It's
sit
like
the
10,
fuck down and write a book, bro? Like, I can't do
yeah,
that, bro.
it's like 10
I'm gonna
hours a
lose
day
interest
every
so
day,
fast.
just like writing and
Yeah,
editing and like
dude,
rereading and like seeing
that's
if it's
crazy.
fucking. It's a lot. Everything. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy in this reality. You know, like there's a lot
Yeah.
to do shit.
I
It
think it's
requires
because
a
she's
lot of
done a
hard work.
lot of fucking writing, right? Because she's a PhD in psychology, so it's like I'm
Oh
pretty sure
shit,
it's just
yeah. I
because she's
mean,
written so fucking much already. It's like easier for her to write now than like normal people and shit.
yeah, she's a PhD. It takes 12 years of schooling to even get that. It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
insane shit, bro.
But yeah, man. I'm just chilling, man. You know, trying to fucking. I'm just living. I'm living, bruh.
Yeah, man, ain't that what all of us are trying to do, bro? I'm glad you're accomplishing it. That's actually great. That's fantastic for you.
Yeah,
I
likewise,
genuinely
brother.
can say I don't think that everybody, in the world ever figures out how to do that.
You're kind of thrown into it in a low entropic state of fluctuation within a non-binary, fourth-dimensional undulating snake energy, which is each human soul.
Bro. Yeah, every time that you're like, I feel like you're about to mess up, you just like snap back with like all this crazy weird new shit. I'm like, yo, all right, man, geez, chill. I'm still trying to fucking look up the first 8 words.
Let me slow it down for you.
I'm tired of shit.
You
Bro, I'm
sound
tired of share. You know?
Why?
Sure, I thought it was sure.
Sure.
Either way, I don't care.
Chur,
You can
bam.
call me. You can call me whatever you want.
Okay,
I
chur
love
No,
how
bam.
when you click
actually.
on her name, it says 18 plus. Like we're like fucking. What does that mean? The fuck?
18.
Why are there
By the
age
way.
groups or something in this fucking Discord?
Nah, there's only 2 age groups, bro. 18
Blood, can I
plus
have
and
the
17 and
sparkle
under.
roll?
That's it.
So you're an astronaut all access, son of Mars, whatever the fuck that means.
Yee, that's my special role, bro.
I mean, 2 billion years before
It's
Homo
got a.
sapiens existed, there was a reptilian type species that existed on Mars.
Yo, I knew you were gonna say some shit, bro. No cap. I'm fucking dead, man. Holy shit, that's actually hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on.
Okay, dude. So tell me, do you like really believe in aliens and ghosts and shit, or like you
I
just
mean, it's
capping or what?
confirmed that there's aliens. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
this,
man.
Okay, yeah.
basically, like, the fact
Have
that
been.
people think there's a flat Earth is just stupid because, like, there actually is a hollow Earth.
That's actually
Th-
dumb.
Think about it, dude. Think about it. What if inside the Earth it's not just a core and a bunch of crust? What if there's a whole more advanced civilization
I know, dude.
that we don't
No,
even
it's funny
know
because we
about?
don't really know.
That
Yeah, we don't
we're like
know.
the
Like
ground
literally,
people above, but there's a
the
whole thing
core of
going
the
on in the
Earth
center
being
that
all
we don't even
molten and shit
fucking
like
know
that
about.
is literally all supposed information. Like we
The
don't
Earth
actually,
is
we've
flat.
never been to the center. You feel me?
Well, according to Philip Schneider, who was a former Area 51 contractor who went into the upper mantle of the Earth's crust and they dug underground bases, they came in contact with a humanoid species that were somewhat advanced that could harness energy and shoot it through their chest and their hands. And it apparently took 50 government workers to take out one. And that's
Huh.
why in the interview he's missing 2 fingers because they shot off 2 of his fingers. And then after that interview, he died 2 days later because he was assassinated.
Who is that? What's his name?
Philip Schneider.
Philip Schneider. That name actually sounds familiar.
So the Hollow Earth theory is like pretty much confirmed in a sense. But
That's crazy. I didn't know, bro. I'm actually gonna do like a lot. Like, I'm not gonna like. I'll like take interest in what you're saying, right? But like, I'm gonna look up a lot of shit about this, dude.
I mean,
Dude, that's crazy. When you type in the guy's name, it's like it shows you completely different Philip Schneiders. You got to use like a different search engine or something. That's crazy.
yeah, there's a lot of shit they'll filter out. Like if you say it on like a certain video or something, the
Yeah.
fucking the eagle eye that's watching everyone, the big brother, whatever you want to term it.
Oh,
It's
shit.
it's becoming more Orwellian each day, and it's becoming more reclusive and more trying to eliminate lower classes of people and keep the rich so they can eventually live off planet.
Bro, I genuinely can't tell if you're capping or not, to be honest.
What do you mean capping?
Like, I can't tell if you're just fucking playing around or not. Like, it's like you sound so serious that it sounds like you're joking, like, at the same time.
Do you know what Operation High Jump?
I've heard of that, yeah. I don't know what it is
Where
off
in
the top of my head.
1946 to 1947, they sent 4,700 men, 13 ships, and 33 aircraft to Antarctica to establish a research base.
Oh, yep, okay, yeah, I do know about that.
And they basically
Dude,
what
there's like
happened was they
areas
got
of
fucked
Antarctica
up,
actually
dude. Like a
very
lot of
fucking-
people died, and there was like content. There was like basically there was a lot of fucking shit that was going on over there.
Dude, okay, I found the Philip Schneider shit, actually. Found like an hour-long
Like
video.
basically, there's certain parts of the world that no one ever goes to that harnesses like a lot of shit that like a lot of
Yeah.
people on this planet would never see as real, and they'd be like, "What are you talking about? It's in a movie." But like, there's a lot of shit in this reality that like is hidden and locked away that like people just aren't allowed to access, basically.
Right, no, I actually feel you on that, because like there's a lot of things like I don't know, like military things, like military weapons or shit like that. Like stuff gets released to the public, stuff gets released to the military. Before it's released to both of them, it's already been created for some fucking time, right? It's just not available to anybody but a certain group of people, you feel me? Because like
Exactly.
okay, like I'm being so dead ass right now, like genuinely, like think about the fact that we have like the Federal Reserve, right? The Federal Reserve is not part of any fucking country specifically. It's not part of our government. Like it's not part of any state
It's
government,
a
not part of
banking
our
cartel.
national like federal. Yeah, it's literally a banking cartel. And who like okay, so like genuinely, if they control our entire income, what do you think that fucking means, bro? It means that they get to decide everything that we have or don't have, bro. Like, what do you like? I don't know.
Federal
It's
Reserve is
just
their money that they keep, that they hoard up, so like whenever shit like they just, it's not
yeah. Well, the
like
thing is
people in high
everybody
places
needs them
doing
at this
that.
point.
They're not even
Like everybody
American
needs them,
citizens
and
doing that.
since like our country literally is like they back our money, we literally are worth nothing without them. Like that's actually what the like reality of it is. That's crazy to me. Like I actually just can't
Oh,
fucking wrap
money's
my
a
head around
complete
it.
scheme. Like if we were talking previous century, like 1900s, yeah, like you could actually like make your own way and like live and be successful and like actually live out the American dream. But ever since
Right.
like the trickle down economics destroyed the economy and like the crash of 2008 and the marketing bubble, like it just ruined everything, and they bailed all the people out who were like, so we had deals with you guys, like you guys have to bail
Mm-hmm.
us out now. And like they created like a false economy that's hyperinflated, but they don't adjust the wages at all. So basically like most
See,
people make
that's my thing, bro.
shitty amounts of money.
I can't itemize incidents like you can. That's my thing. Because like I feel like you've just read so much and done so. Because like you talk about all this other shit and like no cap, like using all those fucking crazy ass weird phrases and shit is like you actually must have done like a fuck ton of reading on like all types of shit. So it's like I don't know. Like that's one thing. Like when I talk about shit like that, there's no way that I can like I don't know. I'm bad at proving my point because like I can't really like I said itemize incidents of like proof where I know like something happened here and you can look at this and like there's something that you'll get out of it that's like informationally on my
Yeah,
side, you know.
I just categorize things like that I found like very important and that I believed in my perception to be like real to this reality, and I just like completely memorized them to the point of like there's in my head. Like there's a
Yo,
lot of
sure.
it's like a world conspiracy, like if you connect they connect, they all connect.
Yo, Cher's brain is fucking melting right now, no cap.
She's probably socially conditioned to not believe any of this stuff.
No, it's not that, bro. I'm just mean she's so baked.
No.
She
Yeah.
smoked. Yeah, she
Oh,
smoked
weed
weed.
will
Listen to her.
weed will
She's
decalcify
like,
your third eye in
yeah,
a sense. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, but if you're not,
It
if you don't
will.
have a high tolerance, then you'll just be tripped out by it.
You gotta decalcify your pineal gland, dude.
What does
No
that
cap.
mean? Please explain.
It's a pea-sized gland in the middle of your brain that is a fifth-dimensional rift, basically.
I don't know. I wouldn't explain it that way, dude.
So wait,
That's what I'm
what will
saying. Okay, this
happen
is
to
why I
it?
can't tell whether you're serious or joking, bro. Because you say shit like that. Like what you're saying, like I understand where you're coming from, but like you're saying it in such a way where it's like, dude, it's actually
That would be
totally not.
crazy if
It's
I
like,
had
what are
a
you
fifth
talking about?
dimensional rift in my brain.
Yeah, the brain's fifth-dimensional. You didn't know that?
Nah, it's different. The pineal gland is like,
No, it
it like
regulates
it
DMT.
helps you tap into like the ether, sort of. You feel me?
DMT is
Like you know
interdimensional. That was my
you're
point.
yeah, I know. I know what you're saying because like I know sort of, but like she has no idea what you're talking
What
about.
is she, a
So it's
rookie?
like, but that's what I'm saying. So like when you say shit like
Rookie
fifth
on board here.
dimensional, like
Welcome, welcome
people are
to the
gonna be like,
fan
what
No,
the
I'm
club.
not a rookie.
This is
like
how the world
the only way
actually is. You
somebody's
gotta
gonna know
listen
what
it.
you're talking about is if they're like me
No,
and
I
they're weird as fuck, bro.
understand. I'm just like being slow right now because the weed.
Yo,
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry, Becca. Okay, so like the thing is the pineal gland, since it like you know that DMT is produced in your brain, right? And it's the gland that regulates like the DMT production as well. So the thing is DMT is supposed to be a really really spiritually hallucinogenic drug because like people like I don't know, you can have like strange revelations and like be almost a completely different person after like those kinds of trips and shit. If you go like have a heavy trip and it's like really spiritual, like it'll change a lot about the way that you act sometimes. And like so DMT, like obviously being that changing is like you're tapping into something like it's like your creative mindset can be heightened with that. Like your intelligence in general actually will like just be heightened because it kind of breaches the limits of what you think is possible or what you know to be possible, and like allows you to just sort of just like go further in any direction like mentally. And So like what he's saying kind of is like it allows you to sort of tap into all that, where it's like there's really like if you think about it, what are you tapping into? Like you can't describe it, you know. There's really nothing. So people just call it the ether or
Government
like,
ran
you
a
know,
test on it, and they
another
put people
dimension
on
or
their
whatever.
DMT to get in contact with those higher dimensional elves, and they fucking that's how they discovered a lot of things, like, cause they the people who were
See,
tripping on
that's the sort of thing, bro. You calling them elves and shit, nigga. Like
Yeah.
nobody can take you seriously, dog. Like I know what you're saying, but nobody can take you seriously, man.
Oh, I don't conform to the
That's
fact that you
crazy.
don't take me seriously, so it's fine. I don't want
That's so
your
fucking
ego
funny.
deflation device to try to like patronize me and make me seem like an idiot is actually not going to affect me
No,
at all.
man, it's not like that. I'm not doing
No,
that. I'm
you're a
just saying,
smart
like,
No, but you're
guy.
using your
yeah,
thick
bro. No,
mentality
you're
to try
missing
to
it.
socialize it and say, well, that doesn't work with like our like socialization of it. So like, but you saying that you're breaking the
Yeah,
rules.
most people. So what I'm saying is, you're not going to get through to very many people like
Oh,
saying it like that. That's all I'm
it's
saying.
their own loss for not understanding.
Yeah, true. I guess in a
I'm
sense.
like confused, but I understand it all.
They'll understand in due time.
Yeah, you
Some
just
people
don't
it
know
take
like
a
the
while
backstory and
to
stuff.
do it, but basically, the human brain is like a beacon. It's a fifth dimensional beacon that's connected with higher dimensions within your own soul, which is a recognition state of a orifice that exists in a particulated fractality of infinite simulated versions of this reality.
Yeah, the multiverse.
The omniverse.
Omniverse, yeah, actually. That's I guess more accurate to be real. Bro, it's 2 a.m., man. What are we all doing?
I'm just
I
living,
need to
just
go to bed
existing.
soon.
Dude, I want to do more than exist, bro. You feel me?
What can you do?
Um, I don't know. How do you do something more than exist? Well, existing is like a minimalistic type of word, you know, in my opinion. That's like a phrasing that makes it seem like you're not doing very much, like you're just existing, right? I want to like, I don't know, people talk about like, oh, I want to really live, you know, something like that, but like less cliche. I don't know. I
Yeah,
want
it's
to like be the cause of something, I guess, you know? Like I want something to happen. Like I want to do something, make an
then
impact,
go
you
out
know?
and do something.
Yeah. What do I do though? You know, you feel me? Like, what do I do? What do you think I should do,
It's
dude? Should I be a rapper?
yeah, be a candy rapper.
Facts.
So rappers are, but because the rap once
I'll
you're a
be a
rapper,
I'll
it's a
be a
rap.
water
But
bottle rapper, dude.
nah, man, you should like this fucking page on Facebook. It's for if you want to join up, dude. If you want to be recruited into this new dialect faction of stuff.
Sure, dude.
I invited you to the server. That's there's a lot of good, knowledgeable people in there.
Cool, dude. Thank you, man.
But yeah, I mean the movement's growing. There's millions of people like us, and we're trying to like form a new regime of sorts and not be stuck in a corporatized society of people being harvested for their energy. You know, like a battery.
Yeah, literally speaking. Sorry, I'm reading this the description or whatever.
Where is this?
Oh, Article 13. I remember this. I remember talking about this with somebody when it first was like happening.
Anyways, so Sherry, what are you doing?
I'm contemplating whether or not I should smoke more.
How about do a vape? You don't got the cartridges?
Mm-mm.
No, she
you-
doesn't have anything
you're
right now.
doing
She
it.
doesn't have jewel pods right now.
You're doing it wrong then. No, yeah, do it
Real.
wrong. I mean, I like smoking weed
Yeah,
too.
I wish I had dabs though. No, I wish I had some shatter to be honest.
I
'Cause,
used to
like,
dab a lot, but it's very heavy over a while, and they're so expensive.
yeah, yeah. My thing is like when I was living in California, I started dabbing. I lived there for like almost a year, and like I don't know.
You sound like you've dabbed a
Smoking.
lot. You sound like a dab kid, honestly.
Yeah, man, no cap. Yeah. It was crazy. I think like the most I ever did was a half gram at once, but I was like dying though
I
afterward. Like
feel
I
like I
actually felt like I was
prefer
dying.
that over flour.
Yeah, no, the reason is because like when you dab, it's actually a cleaner high because
Yeah, it is.
yeah, when you smoke flower, there's a lot more toxins and like there are a lot more like just chemicals and things in general like in there that'll modify the way that you feel, like your brain
Hydrocarbons.
and like yeah, and so when you do a dab, there's a lot fewer like chemicals and compounds and stuff like that in it, and it's just like more pure THC type of high. So that's why you feel like I don't know if you smoke weed and then you like do a dab, you'll notice the difference is that when
Yeah.
you dab, your head doesn't feel cloudy.
Yeah, I understand the difference.
That's because smoke like inflates your face and it like makes the capillaries in your blood like more
Oh, really?
relaxed. Yes. But when
I didn't know that.
when you vaporize, you're not combusting obviously, and also
Wait, that's why my. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. That's good to know.
excessive smoking over time for men, studies have shown, can degrade your male chromosome.
Jeez, really? That's
Really?
bad. Yo, all right, I'm gonna go back to fucking dabbing ASAP, dude. Holy shit.
I'm in. I don't think it's like a big effect, but that's what I read somewhere in like
Bro,
a
nah, I'm telling you, I've been smoking since I was like 11 years old, homie. I gotta go.
That's why I vape.
Yeah, fuck that. Bro, that's bad because I started smoking cigarettes like
No one get me
last
started
year
on
and
cigarettes, bro. That's
I know, bro. Yeah, I can imagine
that
not to get you
actually
started on that
actually
shit, dog.
turns you into a fucking woman, dude. Like that shit. I mean,
What?
not actually, but like
I was like,
cigarettes just
nah,
like
bro. I was like, that's actually wild. Like, I was like, if that's true, that's wild. I want to see some evidence.
there's like poison in fucking cigarettes. There's like benzene. There's like rat poison. There's like
I know, there's literally benzene. Yeah,
not good.
there's formaldehyde and shit, bro. Like, it's bad.
The thing
There's a
about
lot of
weed
stuff.
is it does have some anti properties to it that may negate the effect of smoking to an extent.
Yeah, that's true because like you notice people's lungs get really fucked up when they smoke tobacco, but like
Yeah.
not so much when they smoke weed, you know. You could smoke weed for like your whole life and still your lungs will function like relatively normally. But
Yeah.
like if you smoke tobacco your whole life, you can have fucking emphysema and all this and that.
Most people smoke weed, smoke tobacco though, cause blunts and shit.
Yeah, I don't do that though. I don't know. I smoked blunts when I was like younger a little bit, but I never really liked them. Like I just like the taste of the weed because I never was into tobacco before, you feel me, until like last year. So like I was never trying to like smoke blunts. I was never trying to have any kind of tobacco like that because it was like so much harsher on my lungs. Like it always made me cough more. I didn't like it, you know.
Yeah, it ruins the taste of the weed too.
Exactly, yeah. Like if I was smoking a blunt, it was a bad day. Like I couldn't get papers or something, or like we didn't have a bowl or some shit. I would rather just smoke out of a bowl than smoke a blunt. But if it was like with the homies, we would just roll one anyways, I guess.
Yeah,
If there's
blunts are
like
for like a
four of us,
lot of
five
people. Like
of
I
us.
smoke blunts like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Usually, that's it. I
Yeah,
would smoke a
exactly.
blunt to my face. Like that's retarded.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I would rather like I'll smoke a joint to myself, but like nah, I probably won't smoke a blunt. I mean, I could, but why would I ever want to do that?
Yeah, it's just like fuck.
What's the point? By the time you get to the end, your fucking throat's gonna be killing you. You're gonna be like, why am I still doing this? I'm so fucking high. Why am I still doing this?
Yeah.
Dude, I think I actually have watched some videos on this guy before, the Schneider guy. This looks really familiar, dude. Like I'm just skipping through it right now, but yeah, no cap. I used to do like a lot of research. I used to read so much when I was younger, man. I just don't anymore. I get so lazy now. Like that's why you said like something about like, or was it Cher? I can't remember. Somebody said something about like being lazy, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of me right now.
Everyone's lazy in this day
Oh
and
no,
age.
the
The
writing.
fucking
Yeah, you said the
internet and
writing.
lots of access
yeah.
to technology. It's just gonna make humans more lazier to eventually be a point where you have everything in your house. You
I
never
know.
have to leave.
I deadass kind of hate that, bro. Like, no, I mean, I don't just kind of hate it. I would
Yeah,
like
I kinda
legitimately
wanna
actually
throw
hate
my
that.
You
phone
won't though,
away.
because you'll be existing in a virtual world that you won't know the difference in your regular reality, and it will be like very like exotic and like you'll like be addicted
Gonna
to
be
it. Like
so
everything.
unfortunate, dude. Gonna be so unfortunate.
But that's
Of
what.
course, we only know it's unfortunate right now. We're not gonna know it's unfortunate later, but
Yeah.
dude, it's literally gonna be like if you think about it, like I make this comparison a lot. People are like it's kind of jokes, like the comparison, but it really makes sense to me. Is like the Matrix, like the movie The Matrix. Like we're literally
yeah.
gonna be plugged in, like literally plugged in, bro.
If we
We're
aren't
just
already.
harvesting. Yeah, right. Facts.
Imagine like if we were and then we plugged in even more. Like what if it's just an infinite simulation of infinite simulations all running off each other, but they're woven into each other in such a perfect way that they all
Yo,
it's like
I want you to think about something for like real quick. This is actually kind of mind blowing. Like I don't know. Some people say it's significant, some people don't think it's significant. But think about the fact that like if you don't know what something is, you can't imagine it, right? Not
Technically,
possible, right?
yeah.
Right. Because you just have no idea what it could possibly look like or be. Like you just have no substance to it, right? So imagine the fact that we know about all these weird things like hyperdimensional travel and like
Yeah.
space travel in general, and like having fucking any kind of just like any sort of like quantum events, things like that, like being able to like have devices that do things like that, like time travel and stuff, is like, how do we know about that? Because there's no way we could just imagine it, right? Like theoretically, like how the fuck would we know to like, I don't know, put a picture to that? Like how would we know how that's supposed to work? Like
Well,
there are scientists that can like briefly describe like how that shit is supposed to work, and it's like, well, you shouldn't really know that.
in a philosophical sense, I would say that to be in this world is to become, but before this world is to just be. So you're the unmanifested, and the unmanifested is technically infinity. So you have all possible knowledge of everything because you're in the singularity state. But when you become
So
in
you're
your
saying it just kind of like transfers over?
when you become in your birth, you have to unlock all that knowledge again, and like
Mm-hmm.
as you exist in
Okay, that
this
makes
in a
sense,
separate
dude.
entity, like you're learning again, you're gaining all that knowledge that you had in an infinite state, and then
Yeah, no, I can feel you on that 100%. Yeah, because like when you're like outside of this like reality, or this like dimension, you're kind of like more connected to everything. Whereas like here, it's very like you're
yeah.
sort of stuck.
Yeah, it's like you're on like you're in your own entity,
Super
like
material.
your
Yeah,
consciousness is separated from other consciousness as opposed to like
exactly. Yeah,
undifferentiated blobs of energy.
you're like literally boxed into this. Like you have
Yeah.
your own case and everything, bro. It's called a body.
Yeah, dude, it's your suit.
It's my suit. I got my suit
It's your
on.
fucking organic spacesuit, so you can exist on
That's
planet Earth.
fucking dope, bro. Yo, that's fucking no. It's literally true though. That's kind of funny if you think about it, because that's exactly what the case is. Like, if we were like a different kind of organism, we wouldn't be able to survive here. If we didn't survive on oxygen and like
Yeah.
the nutrients and
It
compounds
took
and all that stuff
billions
that
of
we
years
consume.
for us to even be this right now. The statistical odds of us becoming this what we are right now is like
Astronomically
one in
low.
1 quintillion.
Yeah, yeah. Literally speaking, bro. That's crazy, man. Dude, that's funny. I should. Oh my god, bro. When APOC gets back, you need to meet him. You actually need to meet him and like talk to him and me and call together. Because like this guy, bro, there's been so many weird things that have happened between us where like it's weird. Like it shouldn't be possible for this many things to like
What do you mean, like?
happen at the same time. I don't know. There's like literally, bro. I need to like. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to explain it right now, but I want to go through my DMs with him, like when he gets back with you in the call, because like we've gone through a lot of it. Like we've talked about it in our DMs. Like, bro, holy shit, I can't believe this, that, or the other thing. But it's happened like so many times with him, like
Are you
in such a
referring to
short
like
period of time.
synchronicity?
Yeah, yeah, synchronicity mostly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I like about life, man. You meet people that like you, and you can like collaborate on ideas and like because like everyone doesn't have the same ideas. Like you could hear someone from someone else that you never understood, but then you like it and you're like, wow, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like it's weird how we're like it's almost like we're impossibly good friends for how long we've been friends. Like there's like I'm literally better friends with this guy than I've been friends with like anybody from my childhood or like anything, anybody. Like it's
Yeah, the
crazy. It's
internet's
weird.
powerful, man. Without the internet, you would never know that person either. That's the fucked up
I
part.
know, dude. Yeah, we think about that too, because like he almost I don't know. I like wouldn't have used Discord if it weren't for like a few like things happening or whatever at a certain point in time where like I started using the application. And like I think he said he wanted to like stop using Discord at one point or something. And I was like, yeah, bro, imagine if we didn't use Discord and we never met each other instead. Like this is crazy. That's why like whenever we talk about it now, we're just like, dude, the odds of us like being in these situations repeatedly and like us talking about it and like even knowing each other is like the combined odds of all those things makes it so fucking crazily low. It's just like it's nuts to think about for me.
Yeah, man, life's a trip.
Great, fantastic. That's what I love about life. It's actually why I like being sober too, because like I don't know, I smoke and shit, but like I don't know, I genuinely after so many years of smoking so consistently, bro, it's like I kind of got to the point where I was like, dude, I'm kind of realizing that being sober is just like life's version of being high. Like you can experience emotions and like thoughts that you would never experience under like the state of or under a state of like being controlled by any sort of substance or like being influenced by any sort of substance, whatever. Like
Definitely.
just like how there are feelings that you experience while you're under some sort of substance's effect that like you can't experience sober. Like it's just vice versa.
Yeah, there's a definite difference. I mean, I was sober for the first 18 years of my life, and then after that, I was high for most of that time. I'm 26 now,
Mm-hmm.
and I still prefer to be high over sober, but I mean, I can remain sober if I have to, and like it's fine.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm struggling with it because like For me, it's like I don't know. I started smoking when I was about 11 or 12, and I started smoking like really consistently when I was like 12, 13. Like almost every day I would smoke, and
Yeah.
that continued for like years and years. And then
It has an effect
I
on the
don't know. It
brain
took
when you're
like
doing it that young, like because your
I
brain's still
know,
developing and like
yeah.
kids who
My
I saw who
grandfather
did
and
it
I
that
talked
young,
about
like a
that.
lot of them, at least in my area, some of those kids like burnt out and like became like bad drug addicts. Some even died. But like,
Yeah, some of my friends are like kind of like that now. It's really fucked up too because I one of my friends said this one thing that like it kind of got to me. Like I laughed at it and it's like kind of funny to me, but at the same time it sucks. It's like he said oh, my name is Lars, and he was like basically I was hanging out with my friend Josh and
my name's
like
Steve.
Brian and a couple other people. And nice to meet you, Steve.
It's me,
And
Lars.
I feel like we told each other our names. That's weird because that sounds really familiar. Dash Steve. Anyway, so I was hanging out with them, and Josh was like, we were just like smoking. We were having some kind of conversation about some shit, and Josh was like, yeah, man, Lars was probably going to be like the next Steve Jobs or something. Look at what we did to him. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, that's kind of real though, because like I don't know, everybody else in that town is like they be doing like meth and shit and like crazy all this and that. And like I got out of there, like I literally ran away because I was like, bro, I can't live here anymore. Like I'm gonna get fucked up, bro. I can't. So it's like I really am smarter than all those people, kind of in a sense. Like he's not really kidding. Like he was being dead ass. It was
Oh,
crazy.
that's
I was like, wow,
survival, man. Survival of the fittest. You know, people who don't adapt, people who just stay in one area and just continue to do the
yeah.
same thing, and they eventually they
But
get
it kills
phased
me,
out.
bro, because I'm like, dude, you're kind of right. Like, what did you fucking idiots do to me, bro? Like, what the hell, bro? Why'd you get me smoking weed and doing all these pills and like all these kind of drugs and shit? Like, fuck off, bro. Like, I could have been so. It's fine, whatever else to be successful. But it's just like, dude, nigga, imagine what I would have been if I never did any of that shit. That's crazy. Like, that
Oh, I
sucks.
know if I would have fucking graduated college fully and not fucking dropped out and been an idiot if I never
I know
did
that's
weed
what
and
I'm
shit.
saying,
Like,
bro.
because I didn't do it in high
Exactly what
school,
I'm
so when I did it
saying.
in college, I couldn't handle it right because I didn't have the experience from like doing it when I was younger. So like
Yeah.
it was like too intense and like I was like I couldn't
Jeez,
balance it, and it was
dog, that really sucks. Yeah,
yeah.
that's one thing that I have is like I have like major control over like because you know, since I started like drinking and doing drugs and shit when I was so young, like I have a really good experience level with it. Like I know like my limits and
Oh,
things
me
like that.
too.
And like
Nowadays,
if
yeah, me
somebody
too.
spikes
But
my shit, I'll know exactly what the fuck is
like
going
I've
on,
done a
and I'll be
bunch
like,
of
okay,
shit
no,
now, so it's like yeah, like I can
yeah,
handle it. But did you go to college? If you don't mind me asking.
nah, I haven't gone to college.
Yeah, it's college sucks,
I
dude.
kind of want to for
It's
music, but
fun, yeah. I mean, it's fun, dude. You get to fuck a bunch of bitches and like party all the time, but like,
yeah, bro, the partying and the fucking of the bitches, bro. That's
I
what I'm
mean, you
saying.
can do
That's
that
what I want.
without going to college.
yeah. But when
Yeah, but
when
you
you're
gotta
at college,
understand,
like,
like,
there's a whole different atmosphere. Like, imagine being around all
share,
people your age times like thousands, and like you're in like a different
yeah,
community. I mean, people are hyped
exactly.
up.
Like
People people don't give a fuck
that's
in
what I'm
college.
saying.
Like, the people are
Like
ready to
share the
go.
reason that we're
Hey,
saying
that's
this is
true.
because yeah, it's because like you gotta understand something. Like I'm not trying to like say you're inexperienced or anything, but you being 18, you haven't been like out of school long enough to where you realize how much harder it is to like be around groups of people like consistently and make like a lot of friends consistently, out of school. It's way different. Like
Yeah, it is.
there's
It's
not
a
one
lot
place
different.
because at school you go there every day, like every fucking day of the week basically you go there and you see all these people and you have all these consistent relationships. When you come out of school, that doesn't happen so much anymore, and like there's nowhere that you can go to have all that kind of a connection like at once. It's just not
No,
gonna
yeah,
happen.
I do. I still do. With
Yeah, but no,
a
what I'm
lot of
saying,
people actually.
like if you're, I don't know. For me, it's like because I've moved around and shit like that. Like if I stayed in the state that I lived in, yeah, I'd still hang out with all my friends or whatever. Like I still have those friends. But since I've lived in like these different states now, and like I live in Florida, and it's like I don't know, getting to know people without being able to go to school with people is like, where do you meet them besides your workplace? Like
Exactly. If you don't have a
I
job,
don't really
you
hang
can't.
out.
Like
Just go
people
to
are
an alley
tribal,
or
man. Like you
something and
can't just
maybe you'll
join a
meet
group that
someone.
no one knows you.
See,
Like
that's what I'm saying though. But that's my point. Is like there's no really surefire way of being
Just
able
go
to meet
to
people.
some like public men's restroom and ask people if
yeah,
they can be your
yeah, you'll
friends.
end up meeting some guy named Johnny Smith who's gonna try to sell you a lace bag of fucking like heroin in the fucking bank, dude. That's who you
Yeah,
fucking
no
meet.
cap, no cap.
Go
Like,
to the
you
homeless
gotta be
shelter.
connected. If to meet people, you gotta be connected. You have to have someone that is an in. Like human beings are a social club, but it's like a privatized social club to the point where like if you ain't connected, if you
Yeah,
don't know someone, then you ain't getting in. Like for the at least for
yeah.
real
That's
groups. Like
why
this ain't high school where like
exactly.
everyone no one understands that high school, but once you're older, people are a lot different.
You still gotta fuck. Yeah.
Who is that guy at the top? Who is that guy? Mr.
That's my boy.
Unhappy Face. What are you doing up there?
Unhappy face. Turn that frown upside down.
Dissatisfied face. You're discontent. He's the mod.
My man's been tired for a minute. I actually don't even know why you're still here. Why are you still here, Eternal?
He wants to.
Crazy,
He's the
bro.
moderator. He can do it. It says he's underage.
Yeah, bro.
Is there a label for that?
But Cher is the owner. Like Cher is literally the owner of the server.
Really?
there's-
It
there's
says,
no-
doesn't say she's the owner. Click on
Yeah.
her name. Oh, she is
No, she's
actually.
the
Oh,
owner.
the Cheeto's the
Yeah.
owner.
No,
Oh,
no. Server owner is not like given by role. I don't know if you know how it works, but
No,
like
I know. I have a few discords. Yeah, I know. You created and
oh,
you're
okay.
the owner.
Yeah. So like the ownership of the
Oh,
server was
you know
like
what?
given
I
over
know
to her,
Scales,
and then the
man.
owner left.
I know Scales.
Oh, you do know Scales?
Yeah, me and him were like rapping
Really?
at one point together, just like fucking talking and shit.
No way. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
I
that's
forgot.
nuts.
I
It's like one
forgot
of my
about the
homies too.
server. Was this the Milk server? It wasn't called like Milk
Yep,
or
this
something?
was Milk.
Oh
Yeah, and then
yeah,
Ape
dude.
Gang before that.
Totally. Yeah, I used to be on that server a lot, bro. I used to troll.
I know, dude.
hard.
Yeah, I remember.
I used to troll.
I
so
remember,
fucking
bro. That's what
hard.
I'm saying. That's how I met you, dude. No cap. We had a conversation like just like this one, pretty much. Like as far as the
Yo,
whole
I
like
think
you
I'm still
talking about
muted.
like
They still
weird
mute.
shit,
They have
man.
me fucking muted in text. I think.
No way.
That's
No,
why
no,
you
you're
don't
not.
talk.
No, you're not. I don't think you're muted.
It says you have not
Oh.
permission to send messages in this channel. I'm on
Are
the
you
welcome
serious?
channel actually. What's the talk?
Oh,
So many
okay.
channels. Jesus
Solar
Christ.
system. Solar system. I know. I've been meaning to like think about. I don't know, I've been thinking about doing something about that because share.
Oh,
You know
muting the
Lunar? You remember Lunar
Oh, I'm
server?
not muted. Yeah, I can talk.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So in Lunar, I actually took out a
Oh, I
bunch of
got
the
400
fucking chats.
IQ.
Like,
Rake.
yeah, bro, I gave you that.
Oh yeah,
No
dude. I
cap.
remember this server.
Yeah, because like I heard the way you were talking before, and I was like, bro, this guy's actually a fucking genius. Yeah, man. I remember the whole shit. But yeah, so in Lunar, I took away a bunch of the channels, like the chat channels, because I feel like when you have a ton of chat channels, it's like so cluttered. People are like, yo, I don't even
It
want to look at this, you
is.
know? Yeah. So I've been thinking about doing something about that. I just don't know what the fuck to do exactly.
Let's do it right now.
I know, but nah, like we have to think about what we're gonna do
We
though,
need to
because like we're
delete some of the voice channels.
yeah, I was thinking about that actually. I was saying that while you were deafened before to Eternal. All right,
Okay, I'm gonna delete them right now.
which ones are we deleting though? Leave binary stars because it's two niggas kissing, like it's the old one, and then
Okay.
I don't know. We don't really need cute little music data is like we don't really need that because Interstellar Radio is the actual music channel, so I'll delete that. I guess Asteroid Belt is like we can. Should we just keep that? I don't know because it's like we should have a
No.
couple. No, you don't think so?
No.
All right, fuck it. KJ's e-date waiting line. Having one person in DC is like okay, but whatever. Bye. It's not you, Becca. All right. It's like all right. That's probably good. I think we're fine now.
No.
No. What are you doing? Stop. This is fine. Now there's only like 2 VCs, bitch. What are you talking about? There's only 2 VCs you can talk in. Are you dumb?
Oh
You guys
man.
got,
You're
you got a decent
such
amount
a
of people
fucking
in here. You got 58, 30. Wow.
yeah. Most people don't talk though.
What
Like
is
it's
this?
super.
What is the
when it
purpose of
shouldn't
this
be.
Discord? What is you guys are the
I
high
that's see
ranking
that's part of
members.
the problem is that we don't really have like a real like brand. You know what I mean? There's no image to the server. Like we don't
Yeah.
have a goal or like any kind of like main point. Nothing.
Weren't you
I'm
formed from
deleting.
weren't you like affiliated with the CX or the Iceberg Discord?
Yeah, originally, but they don't like us anymore.
I go on.
Well, they
I
stopped
don't go
liking
into
us
that
because of
Slack.
White Ape, and then now we don't have White Ape, but they don't really care. You feel me? So
Wait, what should I? Should I delete server suggestion?
no. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Hold on.
You
Evil
ready?
for undercover mod. Yo, I remember I wanted to be an undercover mod. That's funny, actually. Dude, yeah, I don't know. We can also just delete it. Look at it. Like if you scroll up, it's so barren, dude. Holy shit. That's crazy. It's like a wasteland in there. Go ahead and delete it. Yeah, fuck it.
New free amateur sets porn blog.
Jeez, bro. Okay, the mission board has so many fucking people. I'm gonna move verified. Should I move verified down? I don't know. I feel like it should be like under selfies.
Nitro, fucker.
Yo, what's up, Broke Malone? What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, brother? What are you doing?
Hello.
I'm just smoking weed, taking Xans.
Hey, you guys ever see Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Yeah.
Fuck.
I prefer to watch The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Have you know what I'm talking about? Indiana
Yeah,
Jones.
I fucking hate that guy, Brandon Fraser. I want to punch him, dog.
He's the man, dude. How can you hate
I'm
Brendan Fraser, bro?
like, I fucking hate that dude,
I
bro.
want to stab him in Minecraft.
I want to punch that dude so bad, bro.
For no reason, man. Sounds like a personal problem, bro.
Just for his face, bro. Just
Nah,
for
I
his
feel
face.
you. I mean, he's got that like
He's
stoic
like
look
a
to him.
smug, like, I don't know, like, smiling ass face.
You
Yo,
want to
but
give him
can you tell
a
me
big
about
one too. Get him in the gut, and then you fucking punch him in the face. Combo.
Broke, what do you know about a hyper-quasi-infinite dimensional tesseract of non-baryonic matter corrugated with an orthogonal tetrahedron centrality?
That sounds gay.
What, nigga?
Sounds like he wants to suck your dick. That's what I heard.
Sounds like I'm from the future. I exist in 2198.
Is that a real thing, dude? What you just said?
Yeah.
About to Google that shit.
You've been prepping for that shit for like fucking an hour.
Nah, dude, it's all in my brain, brother.
Say that shit to you. He wants
Eureka!
to
I
suck your
formulated a new
dick.
tetrite synapse connection and began a process of anti-time fourth-dimensional resonance assimilation. I can now enter eight-dimensional states through hyperdimensional Orion flux wave anticicline quasar crystalline substrate symbiosis.
Post a picture. It's fake and gay. Fake and gay. I knew. Fake and gay.
Nah, you're just socially conditioned.
Wait, you posting her
No,
picture?
I'm autistic. I have Asperger's,
She's probably like, why you posting
retard
my
burger.
picture, bro?
Give me the blueprints for your time machine, fucking
I heard
nerd.
Paul got raided by the FBI.
Yeah, was that your doing?
No.
Okay, we'll give the blueprints up.
I heard they took all the computers too. That doesn't sound good.
I mean, good thing Sam Pepper wasn't there because he'd be going away for a long time.
Dude, Sam Pepper's a cuck, dude. That kid's like his energy is like it just seems like vile, dude. He's like the ultimate snake.
He'd be going away for fucking 30 years for child porn.
Probably,
Pepper.
dude. I wouldn't be surprised, dude. That kid's like tweaking, bro.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
This girl sounds high as fuck.
Yeah.
I like your GIF or
It's
thingy.
past my bedtime, dude.
Yo.
That GIF thingy's pretty lit. Lit
No,
AD.
thanks.
Did I just say lit?
Really
I
fucking
feel like a faggot.
We lit.
I didn't take a nap.
Well, you sound like your life's so hard. It's like you're like exhaling with everything you say.
Honestly, I did a lot of work today, okay?
Good for you. You're a working girl.
You
You know,
put
that's good.
makeup on.
Do you have asthma?
Yeah.
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 Life is so hard in this third dimensional reality. It's so
Yeah,
hard.
man. Just wanna die.
Dash, post a fucking
Dude, what do you want me
blueprint.
to post for? You want me to write you a fucking essay with everything I've ever come up with in my fucking brain?
Yeah.
I got you.
Blueprint.
I don't even know what's going on.
Are you
we
on
un-
Xan?
We understand you did some mescaline. It's cool, you know. I don't do mescaline.
You
I
on
did
Xan?
what?
I knew mescaline.
Yeah, I've been up since like 5 o'clock. I don't even know what's going on.
Oh
You
my
been popping
god.
them Xans?
No fucking way.
Oh lordy.
You been popping them Xans, boy?
I want the blueprint right
Fuck
now.
Zans, man. If you pop in Zans, man, you might as well fucking smoke crack.
Post
It's
the
just synthetic,
blueprint.
man. That's made by
Possible.
pharmaceutical companies to fucking fuck up your brain.
Shit, nigga. It's a drug, bro. No doubt.
Nah, dude, you might as well inject some vitamin C into your fucking blood at that point, dude, because that will fucking cure cancer.
Damn, that's tough. What the
Yo, you
fuck
guys
am
want to all
I
go to
looking at?
Antarctica and like discover aliens?
Oh god.
What you can just go to Mexico.
What are we doing?
You got me there.
I'm so lost.
Babe, they want to go
Yeah,
to
I'm
Mexico.
lost.
Or, no, not Mexico. They want to go to Antarctica.
Mexico.
They want to go to Antarctica and uncover aliens.
Oh, there's shit
I'll
down there. I'm
blend
telling you, shit
right
pops
in.
off down there, bro. There's like another civilization down there. And in the core
Let's
of the
go.
earth, there's a whole other civilization inside the core of the earth that no one knows about.
If you can take me to Antarctica and confirm that I see aliens, I'll give you $20,000.
Kid, if I would need you 20,000 if I confirmed aliens, could I be a fucking billionaire?
Well, you can't do it. Then you're a fucking liar.
Hey, I'm with Cool.
You
Are
just
there
have
Negroes
autism.
on there?
No, I don't have autism. I have weaponized autism.
You're autistic. Fuck.
No, you're a false singularity program of false dimensional matrix condensed state
You
singularity.
you like to talk fast like Destiny because you think you're smart, but you're a retard.
Hey, I'm gonna talk in a monotone voice and
Oh
just state all the
man.
obvious because I want to state it.
Yeah, robot faggot.
You're a cuck.
You're a robot faggot.
Hey, it's the future, buddy. You're gonna be out fucking
No,
and eliminated.
you're gonna be outbred by black people. Shut up, faggot.
Oh, shit. Took it there. Now you fucking pussy this bitch, you kid, you should be the fuck on your fucking fag, you're fucking being a rape you.
Busta Rhymes.
Good job.
Bro, that fight you in, brother, dude, those kids, you gotta back away, because when you get too much in and there's a lot of people surround you, it gets dangerous. You know, you gotta find that, you gotta put yourself against, I guess you were kinda against the car, actually, so you had that, like, back and, but, like, those cholo motherfuckers, that dude came out with a bottle, dude, that kid didn't want to fight, dude. If someone hits you with a bottle, they don't want to fight.
Yeah. Nah, they just trapped me in the corner. I had to get out.
Oh shit.
Uber got fucked up, kid, got the fucking straight up
Too
real
many.
fucked
There was
up.
too many niggas, bro. I think it was 8 altogether.
Oh, dude, they roll around, dude. They're cholos from fucking Mexico, dude. They're just chilling in the streets, like, yo, like, we're selling coke, like, you guys need any, like.
No, I know. I mean,
you clocked that guy so good.
But,
that was funny, kid. This kid went in the car in the backseat, like, yo, I'm Zach, boy. What up, kid? He fucking ran out.
I don't know. I was blacked out. That was the time. This shit always happens when I'm on Xans and drunk. I wasn't even doing coke, just completely blacked out. The fights always come when you're just like beyond fucked up.
Yeah,
I swear, it's just how it works. They never come when you're like on that good, like clean coke drunk, like on point. But it's what it is, bro. I don't know. I can't even remember that shit.
Are you gonna pay Uber for Steve?
Nah, you should have, honestly, fuck those niggas, dude. You should have fought Hampton Brandon, dude. Because then if you fought Hampton Brandon, that would have, like, captivated Ice, and Ice would have been like, alright, he did this for me, now I can do this for him.
Nah, I mean, I still got me. I just not trying to do that shit right now.
Nah, I feel ya. I mean, you're trying to get your shit together and just fucking not get into that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Nah, I the homie, bro. Like even when he was down here, he was trying to chill, but I was like, I don't know. I was just in a weird spot. I was like, nah, I'm not trying to be on stream. I'm gonna get fucked up like on stream and yeah.
I mean, you had some good content. I mean, I was watching some of that shit back on, like, the RV and all that. That was funny, dude. Like, that was, like, at its prime, I would say, probably.
Who you talking about?
Just, like,
Hampton?
nah, like, back, like, on when we went on the RV trips and then, like, the, after that back in, LA. Were you on the RV trips?
Nah, I was on that shit, bro.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Nah.
I must have been before. But yeah, I remember you and chilling with, the other kid. What's his fucking name?
Yeah, I was in Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember. That was actually a really good stream, dude. I laughed my ass off on that shit, bro. With fucking Burger streaming too. That kid, dude. That kid gets like, I don't even know, dude.
Who, Burger?
Yeah, that kid's like, he's like trying to be everything, but then he like can become nothing, and then he just like goes with like the flow, and it's just like, all right, we get what you're doing, buddy, but like we're over here too.
Burger's a character,
That
dude, no
kid?
doubt.
Burger's like 40.
He's a. I don't like I hate Burger, but he's an interesting individual. Like, you know.
I remember a
He's a
video where
clown.
you were like fucking with him in the house. You're like, yo, get the fuck away from me, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up, and he was like, okay. Like,
He's
some
just
shit.
a passive. Like, I understand like his content, and I think he is somewhat like entertaining and witty, but he's just such a like these streamers in person, people are different, right? There's streamers, and then like there's how you match up personality wise, and Burger's just such a passive aggressive like little faggot. Like,
Yeah.
He's a
he's like
cuck,
a
dude. It's
fake.
clear cuck.
He's a fake nigga. He speaks like makes passive aggressive jokes, talks shit behind your back all day to Ice, like chirps in his ear.
Burger's not
Very
like the
weird.
kind of guy that would jump in and help you fight. You would run away.
Nah, dude.
Well, I mean, most of those niggas would, but like, you know, this.
Yeah.
Yo, God bless the wavy.
Oh, this
knock
kid
you
again,
out,
dude.
nigga.
This kid's the auto-tune kid's back.
Yo, broke Malone, nigga, I'll knock you out, homeboy.
Hey, Broke Malone.
Hey,
Broke Malone. I was supposed to ask you if you want to join a League of Legends server and play League.
Nah,
you know.
Swavey, I'ma roll this nigga in a blunt.
Yo, Swavey claims to be white.
Where you at, Drip?
What you said, little man?
I said, where you at?
Florida, my nigga, I'll beat the brakes off you, little nigga. It happened to you already.
What
Remember
the
what happened in
fuck?
that video, my nigga? You got your ass clapped,
I'll
boy.
knock
I'll
you
do
the
that.
fuck out.
I'll knock you clean, boy.
Yo, if you're touching my boy, bro, I knock you out, pussy boy.
Fat guy
Dash,
fucking
Dash, don't you
intimidating.
ever talk like that.
Dreamer.
Don't ever
Run
talk
up,
back
run
to
up,
like
pull
that.
up.
And if you're gonna speak
Pull
like
up,
that,
nigga.
speak from your chest. Speak from your fucking chest, little man. You sound like a whole cockroach talking.
Look
to me
at
right
him.
now,
I ain't gonna put that
Internet.
much effort into talking to someone like
How
you.
fat are you? How
Listen,
fat are
buddy,
you?
I'm the big
How
cougar. You're the
fat are
little
you?
guppy.
Nah,
You're the
dog,
little
you can't
guppy.
How
even
Calm
fat are
down,
you?
man.
You probably in your
Yeah,
parents'
how
basement.
fat are
Bro,
you?
bro,
Chilling, dog.
listen, man.
How
I'm gonna
fat
knock this shit
are
out,
you?
bro.
Nah, bro, pull
Remember
up
what
then,
happened
bro.
to you
See
at
what
that party,
happens,
boy?
bro.
You don't
Pull
want
up.
you on round two.
How fat
up,
are
nigga.
you?
I'll pull up and hit him with a zing
I'll
zing,
fucking
bing
murk
bing.
You're gonna
knock
hit
this
him
shit
with
out, boy,
KFC
stupid ass
fucking
nigga. I'll
stick
knock this shit.
bones, you fat fuck.
Punish.
I'll
What the
murk
fuck
you,
is
kid.
wrong
Where's
with
your
you? Your
address, boy?
retainer
Come
keeps
through,
bubbling
boy.
in your
You're gonna
tongue.
throw a
I can't
bucket
hear
of
you.
fucking
You're spitting everywhere.
chicken bones at him, you fat fuck.
Punish. You got hit in the head with a dinosaur bone like shit. Quit
I
fucking
get hit
talking.
with your head.
What?
My mom,
What?
bitch.
You're retarded, yo. You turn off light switches by headbutting them. Stupid fuck.
Dog, headbutt your fucking
Yeah.
nose, you fucking faggot.
Yo, what's wrong with y'all niggas, man? Why you
Got
trying to
him.
why you trying
Got
to throw
him.
shade at my nigga Broke though, man?
Dash, you're
What's up?
retarded. You choke slammed your little sister and pinned her for the
Nah,
3
he's-
count like
he's
shit.
calling
1, 2,
three.
3.
I don't
Face
have a little
ass, boy.
sister.
You
You're
ugly.
He's a
delusional.
fan.
You
Look
got a
at-
shirt
look
that
at
says
him.
"I love my dad."
Hey, yo, Broke, he got fans though, cuz.
Okay.
Yo, you
I'll
made a
knock
crip
him
with
out, nigga. He got fans. I'll still knock him out. What's up?
You gonna knock him out in a fucking
You guys are
KFC eating
fugazi as fuck, yo.
competition.
Pull up. You ain't ever pulling up, dog. You don't got shit. You don't got no gas, no weapons, nothing. You
Dash,
bitch ass
quit
nigga.
talking. They spotted you butt
Bitch
naked
ass
in the
nigga,
sewer,
my
my
nigga.
nigga.
Come
All
through,
you
my
had on
nigga.
you
I'll
was a
jack your
pocket
fucking
pussy
shit.
and a
I'll
torch.
fuck your bitch. Whatever,
Fuck
my
out of here,
nigga.
boy.
Post your
Fuck outta
fucking
here, faggot.
SoundCloud with 3 viewers. Nigga.
Punish. Shut the fuck up. You dug holes in your room and
I'm
started playing
gonna post my
potatoes.
SoundCloud in the room, alright? Tell me what you
Post
think of
your
the song.
SoundCloud with fucking 3 followers. Fat
What the
faggot.
fuck? Ew, I know you're
Dude,
not
what the
talking to
fuck?
me. You
My
sound
name's
like a
Love
whole...
Machine 3114, dude. I'm trying to come in and get attention because I'm a troll little twink who lives in my parents' basement.
Look at
Dash, you're
you.
talking like that. You look like a buff mosquito.
That's your
I'll
this
beat
and
the
that
fuck
because
out
I
you,
can't think
little
of
man.
anything but a stupid false
I'll beat
comedic
the
What's your
entity.
fuck out of you.
SoundCloud?
Yo, Dash is retarded. This man uses
Post
glue
your
stick as a
SoundCloud. I'll
chapstick.
donate
This
$100.
I did.
Yeah,
It's right there.
your
Listen to my
shit's
song,
cliche,
nigga.
bro. I mean,
Listen
it's
to my
kinda
shit,
funny,
nigga.
but it's cliche. Like,
No, listen.
dude, I went to the box and the box was made of cardboard.
Shut the fuck up. You kick rocks.
Hey, yo,
barefoot.
everybody
You
check out my
bitch-ass
song though,
nigga.
man. Tell me what you think, man.
You bitch
You
ass
filled a
nigga,
super
man.
soaker up with milk and started shooting niggas. Fuck out
Nah,
of here, boy.
dude. I don't got no super soakers.
Yo,
bro.
You're-
Dash caught up in Uber and the short bus came.
You're homeless and
Yeah,
you're
and your
poor.
fucking mother was driving.
You're poor, bro. You're poor.
Punish. You smell like a homeless van.
I smell like your mom's vagina.
You smell like coyote piss and monkey sex.
I smell like your mom's vagina.
Oh my lord. You put a pickle jar on your head. And
I
you
smell like
couldn't
your
get off,
mom's
boy. You couldn't get a
vagina.
pickle jar off your head, so you had to go to school.
Your mom's vagina all over my face. Fucking disgusting. It stinks.
all over their face.
Bro, it stinks. Fuck, how do I get
After
out of this
school
snow?
ended, boy, you took your locker
Fuck,
home.
can you buy my
It sounds
fucking
like you got molested at school because
Amazon
you're bringing
clip
up all
for
this shit from school.
Dash,
I need
quit talking.
fucking
You hit a
I need
layup with a
breath wash.
meatball.
Fuck,
And the
holy
marinara
Bro, it
shit.
sounds
sauce
like you're
got
reading from like a book of bad
the
jokes.
marinara
Like,
sauce
nice,
got
dude.
stuck
Like,
in
I
the
wish I
backboard
had that
like
book
shit.
so I could
Oh,
burn
I
it.
don't want to hear it, boy. Somebody click the space bar in between your teeth. Fuck out of here, boy. Dash, you
Alright,
ugly
dude,
as
why don't
fuck.
you
I
go
put
write
my
a book
dick
of
between
bad
your mom's
jokes?
teeth.
Yo, the
Fucking
back
tell
of
us
your
about
neck
it.
looks like
It
mushrooms, my nigga.
stinks, bro. It
Alright,
stinks.
write a
Fuck.
poem, buddy.
It stinks, dude. Fuck, how do I stop this? Man, fuck, this stink. I'm
Bro, you
fucking
got
spraying
more
Febreze all over this place. Your mom's vagina fucking ruined my house. I have to sell my $1 million house. Fucking $100.
Hey, yo, Love Machine, are you a homie and shit? Are you on a different name? Are you that
What's
my
up,
nigga?
young nigga? Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
nigga,
Oh,
nigga,
yeah.
what up, nigga?
Okay.
My
Look
nigga
at
this
these
and my
white
nigga that
guys.
and the nigga this and the nigga that. Nigga this, nigga that.
Boy,
Look at
these
these
niggas are
white
the most
guys
annoying
playing like
niggas.
they're
These
black.
niggas swallow
Who
bricks in
playing
the
like they
morning,
black?
boy.
Look at
These
these
niggas
white
stupid
guys
as shit.
playing.
My nigga cunt
Yo,
too.
my
I'm
nigga,
already in
you
the
got
voice.
arrested
Palm
for
Beach
trying to
County, my
spray
nigga
paint
cunt too,
flamingos
dog.
at a zoo, boy.
Pull
You
up,
was stupid
pull
as
up,
Hey,
fuck,
pull up,
you
bro.
Ginger
pull up,
I
faggot.
heard about you. I heard about you, what you
pull
did,
up,
bro.
pull up.
I
You
heard about
climbed
your
in through
mom.
somebody's chimney and started spitting on
She's not
somebody's
allowed to go
grandma's
back to
kneecaps.
Yeah,
Superstore
Josiana
except
Stupid as
came to
fuck.
town, bitch.
Hey,
What up?
your mom fucking cleaned out Walmart with her
Shut
vagina. It
up, yo.
stinks.
You made a
Shut up,
charcoal
yo. I'm the
smoothie and
OG
drank
thug,
that
nigga.
shit.
You ain't the OG thug, nigga.
Your mom's vagina is fucking clearing out fucking Walmart,
You look
bro.
like you got uppercut by a hurricane. Stupid ass boy with that telekinesis type forehead, boy. Strong
Yo, that's funny.
vibranium
Good
forehead.
job.
Captain
Look
America
at
threw
this
his
guy.
shield at
Look
your forehead
how
and it
mad
went
he is.
cling.
You're a false social
Strong
condition
ass
program of a
forehead,
non-hive
boy.
mind reality that can't
When
be
you go to
coordinated with
sleep and have a
infinite ancestral
nightmare, the
neurons
whole
of infinite
house
dimensional
starts
states
shaking
of
like shit,
non-binary
Yeah, I
boy.
have a nightmare of your
Doors
mom's
start opening
vagina.
and closing and
Stinks.
shit, boy.
I've been spraying
Stupid as fuck. When you go
spraying
outside,
Febreze all
fucking
over my
light waves
house,
be
man.
bouncing off your forehead like shit. Strong gravitational force head ass nigga.
Oh,
Stupid as
yeah.
fuck.
You sound like you could
Yeah.
rap and come up with cool punchlines, but you're not smart enough.
Yo,
to rhyme.
that nigga makes me proud though, man. Cause I used to be like how I used to get down. That shit is hilarious. It made me proud though, Love Machine.
His mom
Nigga,
went to
what? You know
Walmart
who
and
I
we're
am,
clearing
bro?
this bitch
Slave,
out.
you don't know who
They're
I am,
fucking
nigga. I've been on this shit.
insecticide.
Quit talking, boy. You have a
pesticide,
pick bag filled with pickles,
everything
my
about
nigga.
his
Stop
mom's
talking, boy.
vagina.
You
We
ugly
can't
as
fucking
hell,
clear
bro.
this
You
all
ugly in the
out.
flesh, boy. They took a blood test off you, nigga. They
Pesticide,
found pickle juice in your
insecticide.
bloodstream.
What else is
Stupid
next?
ass
We got a
nigga.
nuclear bomb.
It has
this fucking
pickles on it.
bitch.
No pickles, SpongeBob.
Nuclear bomb Walmart because this fucking guy's mom's vagina stinks.
Stop. You said you were gonna blow
There's
somebody up
no
and you threw a
way
stink bomb at them,
any
you stupid ass
customer
nigga. I
would
don't wanna hear none of
rightfully
that.
come back into this store. This guy
Oh
stinks.
my lord, you jumped
Your
over the
mom's
counter at
vagina.
McDonald's
Oh,
and dipped your tongue in the
fuck,
fry
bro.
later, boy. You said it was too cold.
What is the
Fuck out here. You
smell?
said
Like,
this shit would not work.
it doesn't even smell like tuna. It smells like fucking tuna that's been like roasting in a fucking cabin that hasn't been open in years. This
You
shit
put
is
Pop
fucking
Tarts in a
rotten.
furnace like shit.
They pick Soraka, so it's like Jesus. This man's one of those types of players.
No.
Yo, you guys in the game?
Nope.
No, it just says running.
No, just wait for us. We're almost done.
Alright, do you guys have the interdimensional rift of hyper quasi infinite tesseracts that I can acquire?
Yeah, you want it?
Yeah, actually,
Is that
I
on
can send
Mega
that to
Ruby?
you in the mail, or like, do you want PayPal or what?
I would like it in a diaxon centrifuge of non-ethereal matter, please.
This guy is tripping.
No, I'm in the year 2198. What's up?
I gotta focus on my game.
Didn't ask.
Yo, Michael's so cute.
Hey, I'm not cute.
I think he's brain dead.
Oh, that's so adorable the way he talks.
Eureka! I formulated a new tetrite synapse connection and began a process of anti-time
Dude, go
fourth dimensional.
fuck
Yo, this
resonance
nigger,
assimilation.
shut the fuck
I can now
up.
enter eight-dimensional states through hyperdimensional
Michael, you can't
Oreo,
say
flux
that,
wave,
bro.
anticicline, quasi-crystalline
Yo,
substance
Fame man, don't
symbiosis.
use
Oh my god,
don't
I
use
can't be
your
home. I can't
ability.
listen to my music.
Indubitably, however, I'm wondering if I can correlate galactian crystals on a point-line postural tessellation that can also be invigorated with human
Oh God, I
active
feel like
drug
I'm back in
technology
school.
attached to the spinal cord.
Please shut up.
I'm begging you,
I'm
don't
getting
use-
PTSD.
Save your mana.
Wait, I was just wondering, do any of you guys have a
Save your mana,
quasi-hyperdimensional
you're not even
tesseract of
dead.
non-baryonic matter orthogonality that coagulates with the tetrahedron of 10th-dimensional singularity?
Hold on,
kinetic state?
where's this nigga? Muted.
What are you doing?